Everybody wants. Everybody watching tonight. So I tell you what, if you can't find energy tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody come in our house, they get dealt with. Respect is earned. Respect is never given. It's better to be respected than liked. The hell with being liked.
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish fry while season and marinate. Every season, there's no reason and just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding. Every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud, smoke these niggas. Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time. Point me to the limelight. Mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay. All the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's never been
fucking
anybody.
wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some mother effing Coach K, Duke, full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to both of my channels. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein,
I didn't stutter.
aka Go Thriller,
I didn't stutter.
aka the mother effing Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen in the Wolf Chat, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on both of my YouTube accounts. Drop some E3s in the chat. Drop some Go Thrillers in the chat. Drop some popcorn emojis in the chat. Yeah, I said it. Just to make sure that y'all can hear me and that y'all slipping and sliding with your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso tonight. And also, shout out to everybody else on social media. That entails Facebook. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on X, formerly known as Twitter. Was popping.
100.
Yeah, man. And also, last but not least, shout out to everybody on the gram. And I mean the gram. Faxy Thriller, big facts.
100.
But anyway, man, shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come through the door. I ain't going to be on here all night, so I'm going to get to my points quick, fast, and in a hurry. But make sure y'all hit that like button. Drop some comments in the chat. And also, last but not least, I forgot to do this last night. Shout out to the playback game, man. If you enjoyed the show, if you didn't enjoy the show, it really don't matter to me. Constructive criticism is warranted. You feel what I'm saying? Drop some comments in the chat. Now, back to the topic at hand. So to the title of tonight's show reads, Terence Crawford says I'm a threat to his legacy, meaning Canelo, which is why he's asking for $150 million to fight Terence Crawford. You know, the number one pound for pound fighter in the sport. AKA the Boogeyman, AKA the illest cat from Nebraska, AKA an all-time great in the sport of boxing. When we talk about the greats, you know, the Pernell Whitakers, the Floyd Money Mayweathers, the Roy Joneses, the Bernard Hopkins, the Oscar De La Hoyas, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Sugar Ray Robinsons, the list goes on and on, the Evander Holyfields, the Muhammad Ali's, etc., the Roberto Durans. Terence Bud Crawford could be in the same conversation with those guys. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. But anyway, I want y'all to listen to this soundbite tonight because this is what the Boogeyman is responding to. So we're going to roll this clip. Now, for the record, YouTube, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. Please don't flag your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso's account, right? But anyway, man, this is Saul Canelo Alvarez, who was doing some of his promotion for the fight between himself and Edgar Bumlanga. Shout out to my nigga Q for coming up with that name. But anyway, look at Teofimo Lopez crashing a party, and this is what ensued. DJ E-Thriller, roll that clip.
Crawford needs to fight Teofimo first, and then we'll see, right? At the end of the day, like I said before, I'm not asking for that fight. They want to make that fight because it's a payday, obviously, but I don't want.
Hold on, y'all. Stop the presses. My apologies to everybody in the chat that's already sent me some money, man. Shout out to my guys, man. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll up here. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. Shout out to my brother, man, my guy Lee Mansour, who always shows up and shows out and support the channel for that $9.99 super sticker. I appreciate the love and support. And also, shout out to my guy
Cash Money.
Hey, man, I can't say enough about you, man. Shout out to my guy Al Moolah 231 for that super sticker. And also, he sent me another one, man. I appreciate that other one. And y'all already know I got to get you right, man. So let me find my clips because y'all kind of caught me off guard. But if anybody else want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is, yeah, I said it, E3. And the super chat is available 24/7, 365. Facts, E-Thriller, big facts. But anyway, a 1, a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3. Hit it. Appreciate that, Moolah. I appreciate that, Lee Mansour. And also, Moolah, I appreciate that Cash App donation, man. Y'all showing up and showing out for your boy E-Thriller already. I appreciate the love and support. And y'all already know, man, I'm going to get you right. But anyway, let me get back to this interview for anybody that's coming into the channel, that's new to the channel. This is Saul Canelo Alvarez telling Terence Bud Crawford, a.k.a. the Boogeyman, a.k.a. the new WBA champion at 154 pounds after defeating Israel Madrimov unanimously this past Saturday night. He's trying to tell Terence Bud Crawford that he has to fight Teofimo Lopez, the same Teofimo Lopez that currently resides at 140 pounds, right? In order to even think about getting a fight with Canelo. So roll them clips, E-Thriller.
On that fight, I think Teofimo deserves more than me.
He's the king at 140 right now.
Yeah.
Now, Canelo, he just said something that was very telling to me, right? And this is why I am the king of whooping a motherfucker with his own words. Because, Canelo, I'm going to need you to make this make sense to me, my brother. How in the hell does Teofimo Lopez, of all people, deserves a fight with Terence Bud Crawford more than yourself? I wait. I mean, I will fucking wait.
I'm focused, man.
Like, what the fuck is Canelo on? Like, this good, I don't know. Like, y'all let me know in the chat. Maybe I'm tripping or maybe I'm reaching, but I feel like he's trolling at this point. Like, Canelo is on his high horse. He got his nose stuck up in the air. He's on this whole, oh, I'm better than everybody. He's just ultra arrogant and feel like everybody owes him something. For him to sit up here and say with a straight face with this ugly little motherfucking smug sitting next to me, y'all know I can't say, I don't like nothing about Teofimo Lopez. I don't like the way his haircut look. I don't like his hats. I don't like how he talk. I don't like nothing about the guy. I don't like how he act like he was undisputed at 135 when we know good and goddamn well he was ducking Devin Haney, who currently had the WBC belt at that present moment in time at 135 to fight a George Killer Kambosos after lying to the general public, talking about he was going to make $10 million to make that fight. And then whenever that fight fell through because Triller dropped him, and then it went to the zone, and then he blamed Eddie Hearn for losing against George Kambosos and all this other goofy shit. It's a plethora of reasons as to why I don't like Teofimo Lopez. But for Canelo, the so-called face of boxing, the cash cow, the guy that sells the most tickets, for him to say that Teofimo deserves a fight with Terence Crawford over himself, that's the goofiest shit I'd have never heard in my fucking life, y'all. I'm just saying.
Turkey has said that he's not interested in the fight anymore. What's your reaction or your response to that?
Yeah, wait, take it easy. My response to Turkey is this. Yesterday, they text me. They text me and say, we can talk about the fight in February with Crawford. Yeah. They text me yesterday, and I say, look, I'm not going to talk about any other fight. I'm focused 100% on this fight. Look, I don't like the way he talked, and I'm not in this position because of any. I'm in this position. If he wants to work with me, it's in my way, not in their way.
No, motherfucker. The reason why you're in this position, this motherfucking prize position that everybody has been reaching for, everybody has been scratching for, everybody has been salivating and chomping at the bit for, is because of Floyd Money Mayweather. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is what gets me with some of you racist ass, dumb ass, bias ass Canelo fans, and most of you motherfuckers are Hispanic and Mexican. Y'all are just so goddamn biased, and y'all love to try to shit on Floyd Money Mayweather. But at the end of the motherfucking day, it was Floyd Money Mayweather that was putting Canelo on his undercards. It was Floyd Money Mayweather that gave Canelo Alvarez, the young guy that was 22, 23 years of age at the present time whenever he took on Floyd Money Mayweather, aka TBE, for the big ass payday. He wanted a payday. Yeah, I know. It was that guy that put Canelo in position. And even though Floyd Money Mayweather went out there and washed, and I repeat, washed Saul Canelo Alvarez for all 12 rounds, even though one of the dumbass judges gave the fight to Canelo. Hell, I don't know what fight he or she was watching. I don't know if I can't remember. Was it Adelaide Bird or who was there? Somebody dropped something in the chat to educate me, because once again, I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, right? So I'm willing to listen and to be educated. But anyway, Floyd Money Mayweather kicked his ass. He didn't run. He didn't do none of that shit. He stood right in front of Canelo in that shoulder roll defense and picked his slow, flat-footed ass apart. Facts, he threw a big facts. But you would think some of these fucking bozos, some of these goddamn Neanderthals, the imbecile worth of a fan base would be appreciative to the great Floyd Money Mayweather, because I've never seen a guy that got his ass kicked in the biggest fight of his fucking life all of a sudden turn into the cash cow, all of a sudden turn into the biggest star in boxing for getting his ass kicked. I mean, can somebody let me know in the chat, when have we ever seen anything like this, right? So for this guy to act like he's did this and he's did that, no, nigga, like, let's be honest. If we look at all of your big fucking fights, all of them are questionable. All of them are questionable if we look at Canelo's resume. But if we look at every single one of your big fucking fights, whether that was against Floyd Money Mayweather, whether that was against Gennady Golovkin, whether that was against motherfucking Israzari Lara, whether that was against who am I missing, y'all? Who am I missing? Oh, Demetria Bivol. All your biggest fights, you technically got your ass kicked. But for whatever reason, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because you're the cash cow. I don't know if it's because the people want to see you on top. I don't know if it's because you're kind of funny, because I must admit, even though I don't rock with Canelo the way that I used to rock with Canelo, Canelo is a funny motherfucker. I don't know what it is, but Canelo is extremely funny. But for him to act like he didn't just put in all this work and he got it out the mud and he did it the hard way, that shit is bullshit, Canelo. Stop. You're capping. Stop. But anyway.
I don't need it.
What didn't you like about how he approached? Like,
It's not the way to approach. It's not the way to approach to me. Look, I respect everybody and I respect Turkey, but look, if he wants to work with me, it need to be in my way.
You said you feel Crawford.
I mean, but you talking about Turkey Alex Sheik, the real face of boxing, you know, the guy that's came into the sport that's gave us a lot of fights that we didn't think we were ever going to see, like Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury for Undisputed, and you know, just one of those fights to mention, right? But anyway, you was the same dude that was negotiating in public. You were the same guy whenever you was asked about a fight between yourself and David Benavidez, you know, the Mexican monster. You the guy that sat up there and said, I want 200 million. I want 150 million to 200 million dollars just to go up against David Benavidez. Turkey Alex Sheik didn't tell you to put those numbers out there. You could have easily said, okay, man, let me and my representatives reach out to you behind the scenes. Let's try to make this fight. If this is what I want. This is my number. God damn it. If you can't meet that Turkey, then you can try to meet me somewhere in the middle. But oh no, what did Canelo do? He put the numbers out there in the public. And y'all know how I get. I got on Earl Spence for doing the same thing with Terence, Bud, Crawford. I can't stand when motherfuckers negotiate in public and try to tell a fighter or the promoters what he want and what he feel like he's worth, or similar to Tank when he wanted the fucking Lambos and the Ferraris and the Lamborghinis. You feel what I'm saying? From Turkey Alex Sheik just to even sit down to negotiate a fight with Devin the Dream Haney, who was the champion at the time. Make it make sense. So y'all know me, I keep that same goddamn energy. Because Canelo, if you really wanted to make that fight with David Benavidez, because once again, I stated this last night, and goddamn it, I'm gonna say it again tonight. That was the fight he was trying to make before he even brought Terence Bud Crawford into the equation of having a possibility to even move up 2 weight classes to fight you, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck. And then you threw out those ridiculous numbers talking about that you wanted $200 million, even though you know good and goddamn well you're not about to get a guarantee of $200 million from anywhere, whether that's Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, His Excellency, what Frank Warren, all these boxing promoters, and we damn sure know Bob Arum ain't gonna give you no 100 million. Facts, he threw the big facts. So Canelo, please stop the boo-boo, man.
I'm focused, man.
It's easy. You felt that Crawford to you is easy money, or why? What did you see there, Canelo?
Look, I don't want to talk. Crawford is a great fighter, and I don't want to talk about that. He's a great fighter, and I have nothing to do with Crawford.
What would you say to Pitbull? How'd you see the Pitbull fight?
Hard fight.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, so y'all heard what Saul Canelo Alvarez, aka the face of ducking, the cash cow in the sport of boxing, the guy that gets to pick and choose and do whatever the fuck he want to do. The sanctioning bodies let him get away with it. His fans obviously don't give a fuck, even though he's basically backhand slapping all of them every time he go up against the Edgar Berlangas of the world, the Callum Smiths of the world, the Triple G's for the third time of the world. I mean, I can go on and on about Saul Canelo Alvarez's resume as of late. You feel what I'm saying? But it gets better, y'all. This is where Terence Bud Crawford, he went on the Porterway podcast and he responded to what Canelo has been saying to him or saying about him publicly. And we know the boogeyman, he's a man of not many words, right? So whenever he talk, I tend to listen, which is why I told y'all I wasn't going to do any more shows on Canelo, but you already know whenever the boogeyman and Terence Bud Crawford, that fucking pit bull from North Omaha, Nebraska, speak, I got to cover this shit, y'all. I just got to. But anyway, let's listen to the boogeyman talk about Saul Canelo Alvarez. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip.
No, I mean, to your point, Emmanuel Stewart would always say that. He'd always say the great fighters, they close the show like a champion. And that's what Terence was able to do in the 12th round. But Terence, man, speaking of Turkey, him and Canelo going back and forth a little bit. It kind of looks like that fight, at least for the time being, is seeming like off the table. Is becoming undisputed. First of all, what do you think of that? That, you know, Canelo's going back and forth with Turkey, and if that fight is off the table, are you really motivated still by becoming undisputed at 54?
Hey, man, I don't know what it is about this dude, but shout out to Sean Zattel. I really like this dude. I like the questions that he asks. I like the way that he breaks down things, and he tried to keep it straight down the middle for the most part, based off of what I've seen so far. I think this is one of the very few media members that I can honestly say he asks everything that we want to hear answers to. So shout out to this dude, man. As a matter of fact, let me sub up to his channel. I'm tripping, man. Let me hit this like button too. All right, but anyway, let me roll this shit.
Yeah, like what's the biggest motivating goal or fight out there if the Canelo fight just can't happen?
To be honest,
Excellent question.
That was my motivation. Like, you know, it's crazy and it makes me laugh with all the antics that Canelo is doing. And
hold on, y'all. Let me rewind it. Let me rewind it. Hold on.
To be honest, that was my motivation. Like, you know,
I mean, that's kind of odd though. See, this is the difference between your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, and the rest of these motherfuckers on YouTube. I am willing to give my favorite fighter constructive criticism because what he said is a huge contradiction to what he was saying leading up to the fight with Israel Madrimov. He was running around here trying to tell us that he wasn't thinking about Canelo. He don't really need a fight with Canelo. And now all of a sudden, now that the fight has happened with Israel Madrimov, now that he had some time to let shit sink in and he's chilling with his family, and I believe he said he was fishing at this present moment in time, right? Now he's saying that was the motivating factor of everything. He was motivated by this shit the most? Really? I mean, come on, but so I don't even know why you was trying to be politically correct and act like you wasn't thinking about Canelo. And hell, I don't even know why Canelo was doing that shit, acting like he worried about Edgar Berlanga when we already know it's a foregone conclusion that Canelo was going to dog walk that motherfucker. And I got Canelo stopping him if he don't carry him the whole fight. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, like, come on, bud. Stop.
It's crazy and it makes me laugh with all the antics that Canelo is doing and saying in the media and whatnot about the size and he won't get no credit and all this type of things. But Canelo been fighting smaller guys his whole career. Canelo been making his own catch weight for years.
Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if you got your notepad, if you got your note app up on your phone, or if you got a paper and a pen and pad, write that point down where he just specifically stated that Canelo Alvarez has been fighting smaller guys throughout his whole entire career. I'm going to make it make sense later, y'all. But blood is cooking right now.
You know, Canelo fought a smaller Mayweather. Canelo fought a smaller Amir Khan. Yeah, he did. He did at 155.
That's a fact.
Amir Khan, you know,
100.
He fought Jamel Charlo, and I'm pretty sure he didn't make as much money with all those guys except Mayweather, even Berlanga right now, that he will with me. But yet and still, you know, he have all these excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him.
I mean, Terence Crawford, tell me where he told a lie, y'all. I'll wait. Anybody in the chat that's objecting to what Terence Crawford is saying, let me know in the chat. Like, because he's spot on with this shit. If Terence Crawford was easy work the way that Canelo said on Sway Universe, then why are you not itching to take the fight with another little guy? This is your MO. We've seen you do this shit time and time again, Canelo. You fall Amir Khan. You fall Floyd Money Mayweather at the catch weight. You put weight clauses and stipulations on other guys. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you've been fighting little guys for the majority of your career. Terence Crawford is absolutely correct.
I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, you know, he got that in the back of his head. You know, this guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves. He can punch. He can do it all. I can't slip up and lose to this little guy. Then what will my fans think of me? What will my Mexican people think of me? So, you know, it's a big risk for him. Like he said, he don't get nothing out of it, but he does get a lot of it out of it. You know, none of those guys was pound for pound best fighter in the world that he fought. when it was coming up in weight.
That's a fact.
None of those guys. You know, he wasn't getting the amount of money threw at him guaranteed for those guys that he's getting with me. So it just goes to show, you know, the level of respect. I look at it as respect that he give me. I don't look at it as disrespect. I look at it as the level of respect that, you know, he think of me as a fighter.
Game recognized game, man, and I wholeheartedly agree. And I must say this, man, I don't want to toot my own horn, right? But I've been telling y'all that the boogeyman watches everything, and I know good and goddamn well the boogeyman been lurking on my channel. He been lurking on somebody's channel because a lot of these talking points that he's making, right, came from your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. And if you don't believe me, I just posted this shit the other day. I posted this on my TikTok, I posted this on Twitter, I posted this on Facebook, and I posted this on the gram. I believe, I can't remember if it went viral. I think if it went viral, I can't remember. But anyway, this is exactly the same shit that I said in this video. DJ E Thriller, roll that clip.
Money, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, you know, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great.
You don't like to
I
fight
saw
movies,
Crawford the last...
Now, I'm going to need somebody to make this make sense to you, boy E Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso, because Canelo just sat up here and said that he don't like to fight dudes that move. Well, why in the hell did you fight Amir Khan? Or what about a Demetri Bivol? Or what about a Billy Joe Saunders? What about Caleb Plant? What about all these other fighters you fought that love to move around the ring that you had zero problems with? You ain't had no problem with fighting him. But whenever it comes down to Terence Bud Crawford, you know that guy from North Omaha, Nebraska, that loose pit with no owner, no leash, just a dog. Now you want to come up with all these rules. Now you want to control the narrative, saying that he's a runner. Oh, he ain't fought nobody. Oh, I want 150 million, even though it's going to be an easy fight. Shut up. But if my memory serves me correct, you was doing a whole lot of moving. You was doing a whole lot of prancing around the ring.
Nigga, be all...
G said, look, man, in the second fight, I want to do Mexican style. I want to stand toe-to-toe and bang. And then whenever Triple G decided to box your socks off, in the second fight, you want to run around here and say, oh, I thought we were doing Mexican style. I thought we were doing Mexican style. Shut up. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter.
This is so, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, in the Wolf Chat, Terence Bud Crawford, a.k.a. the Boogeyman, made a lot of the talking points that I made the other day. You feel what I'm saying? And he was absolutely 1,000% correct, right? But let me say this before I read some of these comments, and I'm going to drop the link and let y'all come on the rock. I'm trying not to be so long-winded tonight. Would y'all believe me if I were to tell y'all, right? Like, hold on, let's do this. Let me stop sharing my screen. Give me 1 second. I ain't trying to get flagged. I bet, man. But before I do this, can everybody hit the like button? It's telling me I got about 88 people in here in total. I got 61 people watching me on my main YouTube account with 33 likes. Can y'all get the like button up? Hit the likes up to 100. So I can go ahead and drop the link whenever I get done cooking. Also, everybody on my backup channel on the Yeah I Said It Podcast TV, make sure I go sub up to that channel as well. It's showing me that I got 12 people over there and then 14 people watching me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, man. I appreciate y'all. Can y'all please hit the goddamn like button? Pretty please.
Nigga be all online, have y'all laughing and shit. You don't even want to spend $9. You don't want to buy one song for $128. Get the fuck right now. But you always want to come on my live and look at me. But you always want, but you can't spend $1.50 on a song.
You know what's so funny about some of these Canelo Alvarez fans? You know, some of these motherfucking hypocrites, they are flaming hypocrites. And the majority of these motherfuckers are just idiots. They don't know shit about boxing outside of, you know, clipping Canelo's toenails for ducking, right? But anyway, would y'all believe me in the Wolf Chat if I were to tell y'all that some of these same motherfucking racist ass, dumbass Canelo fans who didn't say a word when Canelo was moving up not one but 2 weight classes after he fought Danny Jacobs to fight Sergey Kovalev? Like, where was all this weight classes for a reason talk? Where was all that Canelo is way too small talk for Kovalev? Where was all that Canelo power wouldn't be able to carry up those 2 fucking weight classes? You feel what I'm saying? Where was all that, oh, this is a stupid ass fight talk? You feel what I'm saying? Like, where was this shit? Why don't y'all keep that same fucking energy? So the next time some of you goddamn Neanderthals want to talk shit about the great Terence Bud Crawford for wanting to do the exact same goddamn thing that Canelo did in 2019 whenever he jumped from 160 all the way up to 175. Didn't nobody bat an eye. Didn't nobody say, Canelo, you need to stay in your weight division and clean it out. Didn't nobody say, oh, Canelo, you need to fight David Benavidez, or you need to fight the other champions at 168. Why are you skipping these weight classes? Why are you trying to fight Kovalev? Wasn't nobody saying none of this whole ass shit. But I kind of find it funny that every single time Terence, Bud, Crawford tries to do something to be great, tries to cement his legacy, his Hall of Fame credentials. He's already engraved and etched in stone in the motherfucking boxing Hall of Fame, right? Facts, he Thriller, more facts. Every single time he tries to do something, man, to Saul Canelo Alvarez, you motherfuckers want to play bodyguards. You motherfuckers want to play Kevin Costner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, god damn. Like, I am just so sick and tired of the hypocrisy and the double standards. Like, Bud can't do nothing, but these the same motherfuckers that was okay with Canelo fighting Errol Spence. You know, things like that. I mean, why not? He got to realize I'm the big dog in the division. At 147, he got to take whatever we give him. 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. Boy, you keep playing, I'm an 80-20 your ass. Or I can move up to fight Canelo at 168. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, Errol Spence Jr., he was trying to fight Canelo at a catchweight. I didn't hear the Canelo fans running around here saying, oh, no, you got to go to 168 or you got to go to 160. I didn't hear the Canelo fans saying, oh, that's a stupid fight. Errol Spence is too small. He isn't on the same level as the Canelo Alvarez. Why don't he stay at 147? Why don't he just move up to 154? You feel what I'm saying? I don't recall any of you fucking bozos using these dumbass talking points that y'all using against Terence, Bud, Crawford. But at the end of the day, I know what it is because, see, deep down, y'all know Saul Canelo Alvarez. He doesn't do a motherfucking thing better than Terence, Bud, Crawford. And the only thing that you fucking haters, you guys that wake up every goddamn morning, twiddling your thumbs, you feel what I'm saying? Playing footsies with yourself, thinking how you can wake up and just hate and shit on the greatness of Terence, Bud, Crawford. That Terence Crawford is going to go in that ring and put a fucking whooping, a beat down on Saul Canelo Alvarez, because a lot of people want to jump ship. A lot of people want to say, oh, the fight with Israel Madrimov was a close fight. Bud need to stay away from Canelo. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Because your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, I am not wavering one bit. I am standing firm on my prediction, even though I don't think the fight is going to happen. But if the fight were to happen, I am still rolling with Terence Bud Crawford to get in the ring and to turn from orthodox to southpaw and box Saul Canelo socks off, right? But that's my take on this topic. I'm going to read some of these comments. Make sure I hit the like button. I see y'all still not hitting the like button, but it's all gravy. I'm going to breeze through the comments for a couple of seconds or so. Give a couple of shout outs, and then I'm gonna drop the link and let y'all come on and ride for a little bit, and then I gotta get off because I'm tired as fuck. But anyway, back to the comments I go. Shout out to my guy Lee Mansour. He said we on tonight, Wolfpack. Absolutely. Shout out to my guy, man.
100.
And I appreciate that super sticker, man. You already know how we play. He got the popcorn emojis in his bitch. Shout out to my guy Joe Cool, man. What's popping? How are you, kind sir?
100.
Yeah, what up to Cooking with CER Senior? Was popping?
100.
Yeah, what up to Tough Glove Boxing? Make sure y'all go sub up to that guy channel, man. He does a phenomenal job talking about the sport of boxing, man. You know he ain't biased, and you know he be kicking that real shit, man. I salute anybody that be kicking that real shit.
100.
All right, man. Moving on. Shout out to my guy Marquise. He said salute Chef E3. LOL. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. What's popping? How are you, kind sir? Shout out to Miss Keisha Sellers in the building. She said salute. I guess she hit that like button. I appreciate it. How are you, kind man? On this Thursday night. Shout out to my nigga Mulai again.
Cash money.
Yeah, man, I see. Shout out to Lee Mansour. He said dinging on him. What up to Darnell? He said let's go. What's popping? How are you, kind sir? What up to King on deck? He said salute. Go. E Thriller was popping. How are you? What up to Amin? I see your boy was popping. What up to my guy from the Blast to stand the fuck up, Brian Bolden. Double B is what I call him. Shout out to you, kind sir. How are you?
100.
Let me see. Shout out to Goldie Loke, the big homie on the panel. How are you, kind sir? He says, E3 salute, little bro. What's poppin'? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, man. Shout out to, is that Stephen Brimley? Is that Stephen Brimley? He said, hey, yo, E3 the Great. How are you, kind sir? Shout out to my brother, man.
100.
All right, man. So let me do this. Let me go ahead and drop the link. But before I drop the link, let me go over the rules on my panel. Where my sheet at? Where my banner at? So let me see. Where does shit go? All right, man. So panel etiquette rules. Cut your camera on until I authenticate who you are. Then you can cut it off, or you can leave it on. It really don't matter to me. Rule number 2: please mute your audio until I introduce who you are. And once you get done speaking, mute your audio again so we don't have any background or any feedback disrupting the playback game. Shout out to everybody in the playback game. Rule number 3: you will have 1 minute to speak because I'm not going to be on here all night. You're going to hear a little ding, 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 and then I'm passing the mic. No hard feelings. Rule number 4: please don't dominate the show. That goes without saying. It's like a barbershop environment. Get in where you fit in. And rule number 5, which is the most important rule on my channel: please leave your goddamn feelings at home. I don't want no soft, sensitive ass niggas on my panel. So please, if you're sensitive or if you're soft, please don't click my link. Just stay in the chat, stay in the playback game, and just enjoy the show. But anyway, man, going out to Bo, you're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
Yo, E3, what's good, man?
How are you, kind sir?
Chilling, man. Man, shit, you know me, man. For years and years. Yeah, for years and years, I've been getting on this type shit Canelo been doing, man. Even when it wasn't popular. You know, I was like, this dude, his moves, you know, when people were making fun of Andre, I was like, yo, that's a duck move. Because he ducked him 2 times, including one time when he could have went for undisputed at 160. And then, you know, I was getting a lot of pushback on that shit. So I was like, all right. So then it came down to the David Benavidez. I was like, yo, this dude was avoiding David Benavidez. And now you can see the same shit he's doing with Crawford. Now, I will say in that video with the T.O. joint, T.O. father was begging Canelo to, you know what I'm saying, mention Bud's name and shit. And I think that's why Canelo was like, oh, yeah, fight T.O. and then maybe I'll fight you. But the one thing I will give credit to what Canelo finally admitted in that video, he said he didn't want the Terence Crawford fight. So it's obvious he wanted no parts of Terence Crawford. He acted like he wanted to show interest when he was on the sway talking about, well, Crawford don't move like he was before. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show that the man be cherry picking, and I always thought it was a cherry pick that went wrong when he picked Bivol. And the reason why when he picked Bivol, he saw Bivol had a bad outing against fucking Craig Richards. And then, you know, he looked at that fight as, oh yeah, I could hit him. And then Bivol didn't have he didn't have a good outing with Umar Salamov either. So he thought that was gonna be an easy lick. That's why he ain't go for better BF. So when he got in the ring with Bivol, and thank you, Bivol, by the way, because I knew for a fact that he was going to bust Canelo ass. You notice how Canelo didn't want that rematch. And then when he didn't, you know, he turned down a rematch, he said, you know what? I'm better than that guy. That guy ain't nowhere near on my level. He never gave him the rematch. All right, thanks for having me on, E.
I appreciate you, man. All right, man, moving on. Going out to Amin. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit. Amin, talk to me, my guy.
Oh, my bad. My mic was off. Hey, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
What's going on, man? What's
what up? What up? I think Bud is absolutely right. He is a threat to Canelo's legacy. He is. How is he not? He's a guy from 2 weight classes below, who realistically, in a of a boxing standpoint, who has a chance of beating Canelo. How is he not? Because how is it not a threat to Canelo's legacy if he loses to someone 2 weight classes below? Right? So, yes, what I do want to know though is Crawford was saying he didn't take Canelo wasn't taking money. I would have loved somebody on that panel back then ask how much that money was. I would have loved to know, Because depending on the money, because
that.
depending on the money, I can call it a duck or not. Because as of right now, the only thing I know for sure is that Canelo and him were talking, right, in Turkey, right, and Canelo said, "Let's talk after his Berlanga fight because he has a fight right now." And then to me, as a Bud fan, I think Turkey dropped the ball a little bit. They could have just said, "Okay, let's work it out after the fight." But I think both were too prideful, and because they didn't want to give in to one another, I think they reacted childishly. That's what I think. I think we could have had the Canelo fight if they were just like made an understanding. Hey, let him have the fight first, and then let's talk after the fight. That's what I think.
Okay, then. Is that all you got before I pass the mic, man?
Now you can go on.
I bet. All right, so going out to Goldie Low. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
What's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing well, kind sir. How are you?
Full of hell.
Man, I'm home. I'm starving. Shit.
I know you starving. I know you starving. I know you are. I know you are. For us, the money wise for the fight, to my understanding, well, that's what I heard on Friday the Boxer. When he did a show, after the day that Turkey offered him $100 million for the Bud fight, a piece. To my knowledge, what they say it was a piece. So I don't know if that's true or not, but you know.
Hey, Goldie, not to cut you off, bro, but you kind of sound muffled. You sound
a little muffled. Okay. I'm talking kind of low.
Like you sleep or something. Yeah, you sound.
Yeah, I'm talking kind of low. I sound better now.
Yeah, a little bit better. Go ahead. Repeat what you said so the chat can hear you in the playback. Shout out to the playback game. Make sure I hit that like button, man. I'm still missing likes. Get them likes up to 100. Go ahead, Goldie.
I sound much better now.
Yes. Go ahead and repeat what you said. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I listened to Bernie the other day, and Bernie said that they offer him $100 million for the fight. You know, him and Crawford make $100 million a piece for the fight, and Canelo still turned the money down. You know, and Canelo just wants somebody to stand in front of him. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit ain't gonna work like that. I mean, like everybody's saying, and we all, a lot of I agree with him. So they had a Beaver fight, and Beaver beat the shit out of it. He broke Canelo's spirit of getting tough fights, man. He don't want to fight nobody that tough no more. That's gonna beat the shit out of his ass. That's why he haven't been in. I think that's the toughest fight he had in a long time. Then after that, everybody else was just little soft fights, and he still ain't knocked none of them out. You feel what I'm saying? And so for he to get out there and admit, I don't know how the Canelo fan can see that shit. When he came out of my, he don't want to fight Crawford. Crawford got too much foot movement. You feel what I'm saying?
That's basically what he said, man.
That's what it is. That's what he said. He don't want to fight nobody who ain't gonna move. Charlo ran, so that wasn't no fight. Shit, that wasn't no foot moving. That nigga just been running around, circling around, dodging. He ran more than Shaquille run. You know, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, and a lot of folks don't want to give Crawford his credit. I like Crawford confidence he have in himself. You feel what I'm saying? And he's willing to take that chance. And what I understand, and then why his own people, our own people, be the one dogging him out. You feel what I'm saying? If the brother want to go out there and fight and get the opportunity to fight him, go ahead. Let the brother see what he can do.
They wasn't saying shit when they thought Earl Spence was going to get the fight.
Listen, that's
a celebrate. They had they pom-poms out and everything.
Yeah. That's the next thing for the come up with his mouth.
And it was going to be at a catchweight because Earl wanted it at a catchweight.
And he was going to do it at a catchweight. He was going to do it at a catchweight.
Yeah. Exactly.
He was going to do that at a catchweight. And right now, by the time Earl fight now, he'll be out 18 months, a year and a half.
Yeah,
I bet you any money. If that fight don't fall through with Fondue and Earl, Canelo will jump and fight Earl. No, Earl has been out there in that 2 years. He'll fight Earl.
No, I don't think he's going to fight Earl because they're not going to be able to sell that to the public. I'm talking in hindsight, like, or prior to Earl getting whooped by Bud. They that fight. But honestly, Canelo turned those offers down, remember? He turned the 2 offers that the PBC offered him down, and he went with
Matter of fact, it was.
So that's how that happened. Yeah, but he
That's
turned
right.
Earl
That's
down
right.
too.
That's
Technically.
right. Hold on. That's right. Because they
Remember,
offered him.
I did shows about this shit.
Right. They offered him 3 fights. It's supposed to be both Charlos and Earl. Right.
Hold on. Yeah.
It's supposed to be both Charlos.
I still got that. Keep cooking, Goldie, real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's would have been both Charlos and Earl in the fight. And he turned that fight down.
Man, hold on.
You know, I'm just sick of all the bullshit, man. You know, nigga, y'all gonna fight, man. God damn. The man that actually put a catch-weight, no nothing. The brother said, I kind of 168.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people talk about, boy, just doing it for the money. Yeah, he said for the financial, but he also said legacy. He said legacy first and financial.
Yeah, this is it right here, Goldie. I still got this shit in my studio. It says Tom Brown, we offered Canelo $45 million for Charlo, $55 million for Spence at 164, which is a catch weight, which is what I just stated, or Benavidez at 168. He turned those offers down and he went with his own.
Yeah, he went with his own 3 fights for $160 million.
Exactly. But yeah, let me go ahead and pass the mic, man.
Okay. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right, that's a bit. Thank you. All right, man. Going out to run. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
What's going on?
What's going on, my guy?
Thriller, am I coming in clear?
Yeah, you sound pretty good. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead and give me your take on the topic again.
Yeah, man. Canelo ducking. It really ain't no two ways about it, man. Canelo is ducking the situation. He's ducking David Benavidez first and foremost, and he's ducking Terence Bud Crawford now. There is no excuse that this man can render, right, to say that you shouldn't be fighting either David Benavidez or Terence Bud Crawford. There's no excuse for it. There's none. And the reason he's able to carry on this way is because you got metrosexual ass programs like Showbiz the Retard, who's sitting up here telling people, making excuses why, he doesn't need to waste his time fighting him. That would be the best fight Canelo's had in half a decade. What are we discussing? The last fight that was worth watching was Canelo Gennady won. Honestly, I didn't want to see the rematch after they said it was a tie when Gennady clearly won. You see what I'm saying? That's the last good fight that I wanted to see from Canelo. After that, it's been trash. I don't want to see it. So why wouldn't you fight a pound for pound great in Terence Bud Crawford? And I'm sure the Turk is going to make sure that you're paid at least your average, okay? It's going to be at least your average. Asking for $150 million, dude, that's 5 times what you would usually make. Why would someone pay you that? When I heard you've been having trouble selling the fights for your contract as is. And you slacking, bro. I heard you been slipping and sparring. I heard Canelo been slipping and sparring, you feel me? How you been getting tired, been quitting. His sparring partner's been talking, you know what I'm saying? They've been having their little conversation. So it's like, bro, why are we even pretending like this man is all of that? He ain't. But the only reason he gets to pretend is because he got these fake ass shows that keep boosting him up. These fake ass podcasts, these fake ass non-laced up glove having boxing fans who think, oh yeah, Canelo don't need to fight Terence Bud Crawford. Yeah, that's a waste of time.
They don't want him to fight anybody, Run. Like literally, they don't want him to fight anybody, bro. And they cool with it. Like, it's crazy.
And it seems like if a channel has smoke for Bud, they got smoke for Shakur too. Now, Shakur has his flaws, fam. I know this is a little off topic. Shakur has his flaws, but damn it, what fight is better for Tank than Shakur right now? Exactly. It's like
I've always been on the mindset. I knew that fight wasn't about to happen next because I just knew that shit wasn't about to happen, bro.
Right. It was.
I don't think that fight gonna happen until like 2026. To be honest with you, bro.
Come on, man. That fight happening was just too convenient, man. I was like, oh, this lines up perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
It was too perfect, man.
Too perfect.
Tank in Paris. Yeah, I didn't see it happen. But my bad. Go ahead, bro.
But no, man, I was just saying, as far as Canelo is concerned, man, it's a straight up duck. he can say anything. He out in the public with shades on. Nigga look like he got a on coke, but you got a fight coming up. I don't know what this nigga got going on, man. And they sitting up here treating him like a rock fan, like he's damn from the Beatles or some shit. But yeah, man, that's my time. I was just gonna say, man, Canelo a hoe, he ducking, and anybody supporting that duck ass shit is not a real fan of boxing.
I mean, this article was from a while back, bro. I had this in my studio for about maybe a year ago, or maybe less than a year. But anyway, yeah, man, Canelo, he been turning down that smoke with David Benavidez for a minute, and he turned down the smoke with Earl, obviously. So it is what it is at this point, bro. Moving on, let me go out to the General Big Fish is into the premises. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
Go Thriller, what's up, man?
What's going on, big bro? How are you, kind sir?
Oh man, I'm sitting here with a full belly enjoying the show, man. I'm great, feeling good.
Already. Well, I'm sitting here with an empty belly enjoying the show. Go ahead and cook, man.
I'll take a time out real quick. I can give you 10 minutes if you need me to.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go get something to eat, bro. So go ahead though.
I'm messing with you. But yeah, for the last night, the key factor of the conversation, from my opinion, was the theme was entitlement. Tonight it is hypocrisy. The video that you played was full of hypocrisy coming from Terence Bud Crawford. What you give is what you get. He treats Boots, Teofimo, and everybody else beneath him like Canelo is treating him. So what goes around comes around. New information has been presented, in my opinion, E3. I changed my mind. Canelo is going to fight him. We just have to be patient. You remember E3 when I was telling y'all before during the Earl Spence saga, the fight is gonna happen between Earl and Bud. Y'all just gotta be patient. You can't have it when you want. You gotta wait. You remember that, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I think Canelo, he is an arrogant prick, and he don't want to be dictated to by anybody. So he seen that last fight that happened last weekend, the toughest fight of Terence Crawford's career. So he thinking this gonna be an easy payday. So he just holding out, and he want. And also Terence Crawford, you need to do what Canelo says. Go ahead, get you another fight. Fight T.O., go and whoop him, and then you'll be in line. You can say, hey, motherfucker, I fought the motherfucker you tried to throw in front of me. I beat his ass. Now what's up? That has to be done, E3. It has to be done. But
I'm not mad at a fight with Teofimo.
I do not like the hypocrisy coming from Terence Crawford, though, bro. It's ridiculous. You talking about you a threat to his legacy. I feel the same way about Boots. If Boots will not beat Terence Crawford, but if he happened to do so, the whole Boots Nation and Earl Spence Nation will be like, I told you so. They'll try to erase everything that Terence Crawford did in his career. And that's the same thing that applies for Canelo. I told you that also, E3, and we talked about this. If Bud beat Canelo, that will destroy Canelo's career. And he know that. That's one thing I do agree. That's one thing I do agree with Bud about in that video. But everything else, I feel it's a form of hypocrisy, because as soon as he won that belt, he went from the boogeyman to the businessman. Everything switched up to how he behaved. It's all about paydays now, which I get it, because this is his job. But what he puts this front on, like you said, E3, he front like he don't care about Canelo, and he was just focused on Mattress Mob. So the Bud Buddy Nation is gonna take that and run with it. Bud only care about accolades. Bud only care about the Hall of Fame. Bud ain't like everybody else. He ain't fighting for money. He already
came on COE.
So that's what it is with me, E3. I pass the mic, man.
All right, man. Going out to my guy COE Films. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit.
Man, what the hell is you talking about, Fish? So look, man. It's evident, and this is how it's evident that Canelo is ducking, and I mean is plain for everybody to see. One, if you look at the facts, it'll plainly say that I'm a duck. You asked for $150 million, something you never got in your life, to fight a guy that's supposed to be easy. Come on, man. 200 for Benavidez, 150 for Crawford, but you fighting Berlanga? Come on, man. For less cheese, man. Let's be real. That's a duck move. And check this out. I don't appreciate if you're supposed to be the face and you dictating terms and all that. How you listen to T.O. Daddy during during that little interview, he telling you, if you understand Spanish, some people broke it down. I heard a Spanish guy break it down. T.O. Daddy was begging him to say, tell him to fight my son first. Tell him to fight my son. Please tell him to fight my son first. And so you don't dictate to no terms, but you listen to T.O. Daddy to tell him to fight T.O. first, just so he can get the smoke up off you. And you had the nerves to say, but tell him to fight T.O. first, and then kind of talk to. You wanted to get the smoke up off you, and divert it to T.O. so you could try to make that narrative. And everybody know that it's been about you, Crawford, and Benavidez. If you're not gonna fight Benavidez, then you need to fight a Terence Bud Crawford, especially if he calling your name out. You know what I'm saying? So listen, at the end of the day, Canelo, he outpriced himself, and everybody know if you want to duck a fight, you got to outprice yourself, and that's why Turkey said, "Get up out of here." That's my cook.
Already, man. Hey, man, let me catch this super chat, man. Shout out to my guy Jesse Smith, man, for that super sticker. I appreciate your love and support, man. And you already know how we play. I got to get you right, fam. Here it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, the panel open, man. Y'all go ahead and rock, fellas.
Excuse me, Jimmy, before y'all get started, can y'all get started? Let me address something to Big Fish right quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Now, you made a statement about Canelo telling Bud to fight Theo, then come see him. And that's the same bullshit he told Benavidez and Andre. Y'all fight one another, then we can make the fight. And look what happened.
He told everybody to fight each other. Yeah.
And what happened with that?
We know Canelo was cat, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey, check this out, man. I got a request, man.
Who that right there? Who that talking?
It's Bo.
Hey, Bo, you sound a little low, bro, but go ahead.
You I ain't recognize Bo's voice.
Sound low, Bo.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you sound extremely lower than everybody else.
All right, hold on. What about now? Can you hear me now?
You still sound the same, but go ahead.
Yo, remember that joint in Friday with Ezel when he fell on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hey, request like somebody do a voiceover when he said, "I want 150,000." Just put the million in there. You know what I'm saying? And use that for Canelo.
Nah, for real.
Basically what he want, man.
And for that T.O. fight, man, that's a bullshit. T.O. don't want that shit. T.O. just talking.
No, we ain't gonna do that, Goldie. If his dumb ass wanna move up, see, this is my thing with that. This is my position.
Yeah.
Hold on, Goldie. Hold on. Hear me out real quick. Hear me out, kind sir. This is my position. Even though we all know T.O. can't fuck with Bud, right? But if he's willing to move up to 154, why not? Why not? It's an easy payday for Bud. And hold on, y'all. That fight gonna sell. That fight is going to.
This what I was saying.
They want Crawford to come back down for 147 though.
Yeah, they want to come back down to 47. They want Crawford to come down to 147.
Wait a minute, but I've heard him say he'll do it at 147 and 154.
Well, either way,
So
he
I don't
got
know.
better fight. He got
I
better
mean, I
fight.
heard him say 147.
Okay.
I heard him say 155. I can play the interview right now if you want me to.
Okay.
I have no reason to cap for T.O. I hate
No,
T.O.
if it's true, then it's true, of course. 100%.
So Thriller, let me tell you.
Yeah.
T.O. He wants to fight. He always been calling out for the fight because that's T.O. But see, this is where I have a problem with T.O. Like when it was time for him to holler for the rematch against Kambosos, he never yelled it out. When it's time for Devin, he never went for Devin.
Right.
So my thing is now, why are you calling for Crawford, bro? Like I understand, like you wanna try to go for the I think he cloud chasing, but this the thing though. Why did you go wait through? I mean, I know that when you dealing with Canelo, all the cameras on Canelo and anything said in Canelo face, anything Canelo says is gonna be amplified 10 times. So props to T.O. Daddy for taking advantage of that clout chasing right there. So that's cool. But man,
COE, the same Canelo fan base, which is larger probably than any fan base in boxing, feels that Terence Crawford is clout chasing. What do you say to that? Like this is the hypocrisy that y'all won't recognize what y'all be talking about. Hey, hold on, let me get to my part B. Let me get my part B, COE. Let me get my part B. So when has it ever been considered a man ducking somebody from 3 weight classes down? When has that ever happened in boxing world?
When he's pound for pound number 1, that's when. T.O. ain't on no pound for pound list.
Is that COE?
No,
that's my guy Run. That's Run.
So let me answer this. So when you talk about Bud, we talking about 2-time undisputed, number 1 pound for pound on the list. All right, been feared by damn near everybody coming up through the ranks and still being feared. And when I'm talking about being feared, I'm talking about champions not even wanting to take the fight. We talking about Fundora going the other way. We talking about promotion companies literally stalling this man out, trying to age him out so he won't get the belts. They making moves regardless of how it make them look. They doing that in order to abduct this man. So when we talk about Canelo, you saying, how do I figure? He asking for 150 million, 3 times to 4 times as much as he done made out of any fight. Come on, man. You cannot.
Let me add on to that. Let me add on to that real quick.
For a guy that he said it was easy too.
Right.
Let me add on to that real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to add on to that. Mind you, when you make the comparison with T.O. and Crawford, right? It's a very bad comparison because Crawford, at least the guy that's trying to make the fight between him and Canelo, actually approached Canelo, trying to make the fight, while T.O. is just talking, and he's not doing anything to get the Crawford fight, nor is he even approaching his team at all.
I'm gonna tell you something.
T.O. not the A side, so he can't make no offer to Crawford. What are you talking about?
Hold on. I'm gonna say this here. I'm gonna say this here. If T.O. want that fight with Bud, if T.O. want that fight with Bud, he has to do but one thing. Same thing Bud told Boots, and he tell all the rest of them. Disrespect me. That's all they got to do. You go to Bud face and see some fucked up shit, I guarantee you get that fight. Case closed.
To me, hey man, let me do this real quick. Hold on, y'all, before y'all get crazy in here, man. Shout out to the Wolf Chat. Hey, Finito, Q. You live on the chat with the pack? You ready to speak, kind sir?
Man, this shit is out of control,
shit,
man, what I'm listening to right now, man, because
Hey Q, before you go, hey, hold on, y'all. Hey Q, before you go, hey Fish, I need you to hold it down, bro. I gotta go give me something to eat, bro.
I got you.
So y'all can stay on. I appreciate y'all for coming on the panel, man, but I gotta go. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And I ain't putting up with the bullshit tonight neither.
Understand, man, why do you niggas think that, you know what I'm saying, Canelo is supposed to be obligated to fight somebody? Why y'all feel like Bud Crawford is in line to fight a Canelo when Canelo at 168, right, It's David Benavidez and there's other contenders in that division that's in line to fight a Canelo. How do you niggas feel like a nigga that's campaigning at what weight class right now? 154. Right? How do you niggas feel like he's in line for a Canelo fight?
Let me
Because
answer
he
that.
dumping
Let me get it.
everybody. He dumped Benavidez, so I guess
Let me
he's
get
in
it.
line when he dumped Benavidez.
Because
Let me
that's who's
get it.
supposed to get the fight, David
So
Benavidez.
Charlo was in line. So Charlo was in line.
Hold up. Get him.
Morrell
Get
was
him.
in line.
So
Get him.
Charlo was in line. That's what you're saying.
Get him.
Nah, I ain't
Get him.
saying Charlo was in no line.
Oh, but he got the
Look
fight
at him.
though.
Look at
Okay,
him.
then. So what we talking about?
Okay.
Canelo
But
ain't fighting his mandatory. This ain't no mandatory fighting nigga.
Hold on. So hold on. Watch this here though. The difference between the Charlo and the what's-it-call was when he signed with Al Heyman, his brother was supposed to have got the fight. But his brother didn't take the fight. His brother was supposed to have got the fight.
Come
I know
on,
you
bro.
niggas don't want to hear it because y'all BBLs. Of course you niggas
So
don't want
you
to hear
take
it
a
because y'all don't want to hear the
154
fact
nigga
that
over his brother. So you
is
taking him at
Canelo calling for
154.
blood or is blood calling for Canelo because
You
the other
taking
niggas
him at
didn't come for it.
154 instead of fighting your mandatory at 168. That's what you're saying.
Q, you said Benavidez was in line. So why didn't Canelo fight Benavidez?
Hey, I don't know. I'm not taking up for Canelo. Fuck Canelo.
We wouldn't be
You know
having
what
this
I'm saying?
conversation. Hey, Q. We wouldn't be having this conversation if he would have fought Benavidez.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like you trying to defend this guy, and
No, I'm not trying to defend him at all. I'm just trying to figure out where's y'all logic at because y'all
All
feel
right.
like Bud
All
Crawford
right.
supposed to get
No,
everything.
no, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Supposed
Hold
to
on,
get everything.
let Q
Go
finish,
ahead.
fellas.
Go
Y'all
ahead.
And I'm
not
just
trying to
trying to
go
figure
everywhere
out
once.
just how. I'm just
Okay.
trying to figure out how.
Can
He's
I
a
answer?
154 pounder right now.
Now,
He's a 154 pounder right now.
may I answer that for him? May I answer that for him? Please let me answer that for him. First of all, ain't nobody in 168 hollering to fight Canelo but Benavidez. You don't hear no other fighter at 168 saying they want to fight Canelo. None of them.
And Bealey?
None of them. You don't hear none of them calling Canelo name. So
Hold on,
Bud
somebody
coming
said
up.
Billy.
He's calling his name. I'm not saying he deserves more shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, so you're looking at the fight that's going to generate money. It's all about money now in boxing. Okay, so you look at the accolades that Crawford have got: 2-time undisputed, 3-time. Hold
That
on,
shit don't mean
hold
nothing
on, hold on,
in the
hold on,
business.
hold on,
That's where y'all keep
hold on,
fucking up
hold
at.
on. Excuse
Y'all
me,
keep putting them accolades and thinking
excuse
that
me.
pound for pound
Hannah Atticus,
opinion bullshit
Stop
means something. That
interrupting, bro.
shit don't mean nothing. That's
Stop
y'all
Big fish,
delusion.
big
That's
fish,
y'all delusion. That shit
big
don't
fish.
mean nothing.
Stop interrupting, bro.
It
You
don't
see
mean
what's
nothing.
good, bro.
May I
It
finish,
only
Mr.
means
Keith?
something to y'all. It don't mean nothing to them.
Okay, then let
Mr.
him
Keith,
finish.
Mr.
Then
Keith, may I finish? May I finish? May I finish? Now don't interrupt me no more, little young whippersnapper. I told you I ain't put. I tell you I ain't put that shit with you in fish tonight. Now, like I say, you got to look at. It might not mean nothing to you, but it means something to them. What Crawford had accomplished. If it's any other fighter that accomplished shit that Crawford had and that extra for that fight, I think he will fight them. You see
Who,
what I'm saying?
Canelo?
He will fight.
Canelo would? We know
Yeah,
Canelo is a big time duck. What are you
you're
talking
right.
about,
He is
Mr.
a duck.
Golden?
That's what I'm saying. He's a duck. So what I'm saying is, this he's saying Q saying what Crawford have accomplished, it don't make no difference. Yes, it do. This man, he's a 2-time undisputed, 4 divisional champion,
That don't mean
3 times.
nothing. I'm talking about to get a fight with Canelo. That don't mean nothing.
Hold on. Yes, it do too. Yes, it do. He's undefeated, 3-time lineal champion. He's coming up, and that'd be one of the biggest fight that is between him and Canelo. And you know that will. That fight was sell like a motherfucker. It was sell. Canelo's about money. Bud, I'm about money. Anybody else Canelo fighting right now? What the folks saying he cherry picking? He ain't doing shit. It's all about the money. And I agree with
But
Fish.
hold on.
Hold
Watch
on.
this here, Mr.
I
Golden.
agree with Fish. I agree with Fish because I see that last night. The fight is gonna happen. It's gonna happen between Bud and Canelo. It's gonna happen. I got a feeling that fight is
It's
gonna
not.
happen.
It's not, man. Listen, it's
Yeah.
not. And listen, this is why I say it ain't gonna happen. You got a man throwing you more money than what you'd have been paid in any fight to fight a easy fighter. Let you tell it, a easy fighter. Why don't you say, hey, you know what? Hey, I appreciate that. Let me get rid of him, and we're gonna holler at you right after this fight. Because if I can remember correctly, during that press conference when him and Berlanga was having crosswords, he told Berlanga, "You're easy. You're nothing. You're nothing. You're easy. You're gonna see." He done told him you're easy. He told Berlanga he easy. So
Right, and also
if you
listen to
let me
what
But how
he
much
said,
money did he get thrown at though?
hold on. If you also listen to what he said after the fight was turned down the first time, he said they reached back out to him again. He told them, "Let me finish the fight first." Canelo said it also in the interview. He said he
no
told
man.
them. He said that they reached back out to him again, and they called him, and he said he
Yeah,
told
Mr.
them.
Golden, tell the truth, they did.
He said they reached back out to me again, and I told him I'm concentrating on the fight here. We will talk after the fight.
Say,
Exactly,
man.
Mr. Golden. Y'all gotta have patience, buddies. Y'all can't have
That's
it
No,
exactly
how
no.
y'all want it all the
that's
time.
exactly what Canelo said in the interview.
Let
He
me ask you
told
this.
it. Go
Let me
ahead.
ask you this. Let me ask you this. So Bud said he got a limited amount of fights left, right? Right?
Hmm.
Okay. So let's go through the timeline. So we know he wanted to be undisputed at 154. He
Not
supposedly
necessarily.
hold up,
Well, not
Mr.
necessarily.
Jones.
That's just what y'all
Hold
feel
up.
like.
Let me finish. I
Hmm.
said let me go through the timeline. Then I'll
Hmm.
let y'all chime in. So let's go through the timeline. So he said he wanted to be undisputed at 154. How do we know that? Because this is how we know that. When he was in the ring whooping Spence ass, he looked outside of the ring and told Charlo, "Hey, I'm coming for you. I'm on that fight." What'd he do? Okay. Now, what did Heyman and Canelo and them do to hide them belts? They let Charlo go up to fight Canelo, knowing damn well
Oh,
he was
that's
gonna get.
ridiculous. That's
Hold
ridiculous
up,
what you
hold
saying
up.
right now, COE.
Hold on,
That's
Q.
Let
Hold
me
on,
ridiculous
Q.
what
let
you
me
trying to
Let
Q.
him
say right
finish,
now.
Q. Let him
Let him
So you
finish,
finish,
trying to
Q.
Q.
say that he
Calm
got
down,
it,
Q.
dog?
Q, let him
let
Q.
me
finish,
Hold on. Let
bro.
him finish,
Stop
Q.
interrupting the
finna
whole
bring it
time.
home.
God damn.
I'm finna bring it home, Q. Hold up, just give me a second. So I said they hid them belts, knowing going up the fight, knowing damn well he was gonna get stripped of those belts. So let's look at it. Charlo no longer have the belts. Champion in recess got stripped of all the belts. So now Crawford got to go through a gauntlet. Hence the reason why Tim Tszyu, Fedora fought. All right, and the reason why he had to go through Madrimov to get these fights. I told you he had a limited amount of fights left. That's one. Okay, he's looking to get the belts, the WBO and the I'm not WBO, the WBC, WBO belt through 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 Fedora. But what they doing? They trying to skip the line. So he, like I said, he only got a few more fights left. So now let's look at this fight he trying to make with Canelo. He got the bag behind him. All right. So anybody know that if a fight gonna be made, you have to have a bag behind you willing to put up the money for you to fight. He got the fight with Crawford. I mean, he got the bag with Turkey Al-Sheikh, and they looking to fight Virgil. They looking to fight Virgil. So he's gonna fight Virgil because Fundora gonna drop the belt, get stripped. He gonna have the belts. He fight Fundora. All right, that's a belt right there. And the only fight left for him after that is Jamel Charlo, who's a champion in recess, and he's gonna fight Bud for his last fight, man. Canelo is
Nah, nah,
not gonna take that fight. Period.
nah,
And Turkey
nah,
Al-Sheikh,
nah. I'm gonna correct you on something.
hold up, and plus,
I want to correct it.
and
Go
plus
ahead.
Turkey already said, man, we moved on from that fight. He didn't outprice himself, and he disrespecting the bag. Come on, man. That's
Not
that's
only
that's,
that, now,
that's bottom
now,
line.
now, I'm gonna bring it home or something. See, right now, Virgil Ortiz ain't finna get no. Virgil Ortiz ain't got no belt. Nah, I
Ain't he
agree.
finna fight for one?
Hold on. I will correct you. I will agree with you on something. Now, this is something none of us never touched on. You see the play that Al Heyman made now? They figured after Bud beat Majormar, he was going after the IBF title. So who in line to fight for the IBF belt now? Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu got the title shot for the IBF title. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, the dude that got the IBF, Tim Tszyu just been mandatory to fight. They for the fight for the IBF title. You feel what I'm saying? Bud is about to have 2 belts. Because soon Tim Tszyu step in that ring with Earl, Bud already got the WBO interim title. They're gonna script for dude. He fight Earl, they're gonna script, and Bud got 2 of the belts. So there ain't never 2 belts for him to get. So he'll fight the winner out of Fondur and Earl, and then the winner out of whoever Tim Tszyu and my man. That's undisputed. That's 2 fights. He becoming undisputed with 2 fights.
So he gonna fight Charlo.
Charlo right now, Charlo ain't even he's talking shit. But
He
Charlo
champion
like
in
this,
recess.
but he champion in recess. But only thing that means he don't have a belt. That means he could come out and be a mandatory for that belt that Fondur got. He be first down to get the title shot. And so what's going to happen with whoever went out of Fondur and Earl, Charlo gonna try to block Bud from getting that belt because he's gonna he'll come out of recess and he get first dabs on that title. That's how that operates. That's how that operates. See, like I said, the promotion company are out here. They're still trying to stop him from becoming undisputed at 154. But when they asked Bud the other day, when the dude Sean asked Bud the other day about becoming undisputed at 154, Bud didn't even acknowledge that shit. He said his motivation was Canelo. He said, what about 154 becoming undisputed? Bud ain't never answering on that shit. Because really, he don't have that desire for that. That 154 undisputed. But if it presents itself, he would take it. That's the way I feel about it.
Have a belt.
But
Earl's not gonna have a belt.
But if Earl beat Fondur, Earl will have the WBC?
No, he gets stripped.
No. They would get stripped for the WBO. See, Fondur got a WBO and a WBA? Or the WBC?
The WBC, man.
WBC, okay.
The WBC belt.
If Earl beat Fondur, he got the WBC belt. Okay. Charlo gonna come out of recess. He's a champion of recess for the WBC. He's gonna fight the winner out of Charlo. This is my take. He's gonna fight the winner out of Fondur and Earl for the WBC title. If Earl fight. Then if Charlo beat him and Bud whoever the winner out of Fondur, I'm not Fondur, Tim Tszyu, I'm a man for the IBF. You feel what I'm saying? If Tim Tszyu beat my man for the IBF title, that's 2 belts that PBC got, right or wrong. They had an IBF and a WBC. They have a stronghold on that. Bud just had a WBA and a WBO.
And that's why I was saying how Al Heyman moved them belts. He sent Charlo up there to fight Canelo, knowing damn well they was gonna strip him.
But see, another thing you were wrong about that.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous right there,
Charlo,
man. I got super pushback for that. No, ain't no hold on because you're saying that a man went as far as get a payday with somebody that everybody and their mama wanted to fight. So you try to insinuate that they made that move, a move in which that wasn't originally, because again, it was supposed to be for his brother, not him originally.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense.
Let him finish, COE. Let him finish.
Hold up. You're not making you're not making no sense, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because you're saying that he had to do all that to get rid of some belts? To fight somebody that everybody and their mama gonna jump to fight? Everybody and their mama gonna jump to fight. Come on, man.
Hold on.
You can't say he did that for no Bud Crawford. You can't associate him with Bud Crawford with that one.
Stop.
Hey, Golden, you go and then COE. You respond to that COE after Golden.
No, he was talking to me. Q was talking to me. Golden,
I was talking to CEO. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Golden button in.
I apologize, but I'm just gonna say this here right quick. I just want to straighten something out right quick about this Charlo thing. I'm straight them out. Hold on before you get, because this is gonna tie into you. You can go ahead on with that there. So let's just give me a few seconds. Charlo got stripped, and it wasn't because he went and fought Canelo. Charlo got stripped because he ducked Tim Zoo for damn near 2 years. That's why
No,
Charlo got that's why Charlo got stripped for the WBO title. He was supposed to fought
no.
Just the
Tim Zoo.
WBO.
He was supposed to fought Tim Zoo. He was still undisputed. He was supposed to fight Tim Zoo. He kept talking about his hand was fucked up. He wasn't supposed to fight. He wasn't going to fight Tim Zoo until the following year. But when his brother turned down the fight and said he offered to fight to his little brother to fight Canelo, that's when Charlo went up and fought that. And the WBO said, well, since you're not going to fight your mandatory, so when you step in that ring, we're going to strip you for the WBO title. That's the first title he lost.
Q.
It wasn't because of Bud. It wasn't because of Bud. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I heard all you said. That was just totally off what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying is this. Okay, Jamal was supposed to fight Charlo. I mean, supposed to fight Canelo.
Right.
Okay, so they taking the page again. Jamal wasn't hurt or anything. You know what they come up with? His mental messed up. So he can't fight. So we're gonna put Jermell in his place instead of I mean, for what? Why would you do that? Even though check this out. Even though Tim Zoo was the mandatory. Why would you skip your mandatory, have a reason to lose undisputed just to go up there to fight Charlo? Because they told him soon as he step in the ring with Canelo, he's gonna get stripped of that belt.
Money.
So what? Okay, but listen to what I'm saying.
That's right.
Listen what I'm saying. That was him. No, it wasn't. It was money, but at the same time, it was also a way for him to move those belts because Crawford, he won't dare let Crawford take all the belts at 147. Then come in one fight, take all the belts at 154 in one fight. He would have killed the PBC if he did.
I don't think, but this is what I'm saying though, COE. It doesn't make any sense. Y'all putting too much stock into Bud Crawford. Everything is about Bud Crawford. I don't think that fight between Charlo and Canelo had a damn thing to do with Bud Crawford and moving no belts.
That fight was already timed.
Because they know that he had a shot.
COE, can I ask you a question? Is Bud gonna be concerned what happens to this one belt that he got at 154 to go to fight Canelo if he get that payday? What's more important, the money or the belt?
So they fought that belt.
What you mean? Say it again. If
Bud get blessed, if Canelo blesses Bud with this fight that he wants so badly, do you think that he's going to be concerned about this title that he just won at 154?
So I don't think he would be worried about it. But what I do think is this: Bud doesn't have. Listen to this. Bud, he wouldn't want to relinquish the belt, but who is his mandatory right now for the WBA right now?
It'll be Tim Zoo. No, Virgil. Virgil fight for the intern. Virgil fight for the intern belt. That's what they fight. They fighting for the intern belt.
Hold on.
Let him finish, Q. Let him finish, Q. Let him get it out. You respond.
So when Turkey said, "What was the next fight?" Virgil. So he's in line to trying to get these belts to come undisputed. Now, if it would have been on the line to fight, hey, of course that would have been a big mega fight. I mean, come on now. So, but nobody wasn't calling for that Jermell fight, bro. Nobody wasn't calling for that Jermell fight. Nobody.
Or the Jamal fight.
It don't matter.
Or the Match Jamal fight. Or the Match Jamal fight. Ain't nobody called for the Match Jamal fight either.
Okay,
Matt
He was trying to
the
fight
only champion that will fight him.
He was trying to fight Fundora. They blocked him. The PBC came in and blocked him.
No, what happened with this here? What happened with this here? Bud activated his super status as a WBO champion. He was supposed to fight the winner out of Tim Zoo and Fundora. Just by the luck of the draw, Tim Zoo said he would have fight, but he would talk about ducking and both. But because of what the situation that happened, they both got fucked up. Mondura got his nose broke, and Tim Zoo had that big old gash. So
No,
they,
man.
yeah, hold on,
No, I can't
hold on,
even say that.
listen to what I'm saying. That threw the fight off. Cause both of us on the medical. Both of us on the medical. Okay.
No.
So hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish. Both of us on the medical. So then they came with the Earl Spence bullshit for the WBC. Okay, so Bud will have to wait because the WBC mandate for Earl to fight Tim Zoo. They took that fight from Bud. That's when the WBO said we will restrict you. So the dude that just got the IBF tag, he just fought and got that tag. So only other belt was left for him to fight for was Meximov. For him to fight him, to get him
Mr.
a
Golden.
belt. That's
Hold
why he
on.
took that fight back.
Mr.
That's why
Golden.
he took that
Mr.
fight back.
Golden, let me ask you a
Go ahead.
question. Let me ask you a question because this is out for earlier. So you telling me, and you know, this just not a question just for you. Everybody else, right, that's on the panel in the chat, the whole 9 yards. You mean to tell me if Bud Crawford got an opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez, you mean to tell me that Bud Crawford gonna refuse to take that fight because he got that belt at 154? So
Because
what is COE? So what is CO Film trying to
calm
tell
down,
me
Q.
right now, there, Mr. Golden? What is he
Q,
trying to tell me?
Q. Let me answer your question.
What? Please
And,
answer my question. Can
and the
everybody
answer will
please
be,
answer my question?
I'm going to answer. For number one, he wouldn't give a damn about that belt because if he go out there and beat Canelo, he gonna grab 3 belts. But he don't give a fuck about that one little belt he got. He wouldn't get. See, y'all not looking at that. He would grab. He would be 5-time division champion. He would have 3 belts. He would beat Canelo for the titles that he got. You feel what I'm saying? So that one little belt don't mean shit.
Okay,
You feel what I'm saying? It don't mean
point that we was making earlier. The point that we was making earlier, where you're talking about Bud, talking about these belts and all those belts moved and all 9 yards. The point is, them belts don't mean shit. Because if Canelo give him that fight, he not gonna give 2 fucks about those little punk ass belts at 154. That's the point that's being made.
But
that's the point that was being made.
If he make it,
that's the point that was being made because y'all talking about Al Heyman and moving these belts. Them belts don't mean shit. He ain't gonna say, no, I'm not gonna take the fight because I got these belts at 154. I'm not gonna fight him.
Hold on, Q.
To you and the BBL Nation, them the only ones them belts mean something to. That money, I guarantee you, that money mean more to Bud than them belts. I trust you.
If you're a promotion company, Q, those belts do mean something because that means you have champions, and that means you can move your champions around accordingly. So, of course, they mean something to a promotional company because if you don't have a champion to promote, then what the hell do you have? You just
we're not talking about a promotional company. We talking about Terence Bud Crawford.
No, we
stay on topic.
moving,
stay on topic. We talking about Terence Bud Crawford.
No, we was talking about Al moving them belts around.
And Q, hold on, Q, and also it would give him a leverage if he even if he get 2 belts at 154. You feel me? That would give him leverage with Canelo. Even Bud become undisputed. Hold on.
This shit.
Listen.
No, I can't let you go with that one.
Hold on.
Go to the Pro Bowl. Crawford and anybody that fight against Canelo ain't gonna have no leverage. They're not gonna have no leverage.
No, what I mean by that.
I don't care who you is. You're not gonna have no leverage.
Q, you know
he's not gonna have no leverage.
You're missing the point. What I mean by that, as far as leverage, I ain't talking about leverage that he'd be above
Come
Canelo.
on, man. Ain't nobody gonna have no leverage over no Canelo Alvarez. Nobody.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Go ahead. I'm gonna have to start working and I'm gonna have to listen to y'all. Go ahead.
What I mean by leverage, when he got that title, that brings his status up. If he become undisputed at 154, that'd be the same thing with Charlo and them trying to do, say undisputed versus undisputed. That would make the fight bigger, more attractive. That's what I mean for leverage. Maybe I used the wrong word as leverage, but that's what I was talking about. If he get them belts at 154, then he go fight. Boom, there they go. They both got the titles. They both the two top right now. They are the two top fighters that is
And see,
Canelo and Buckley.
and that's what I was
That's the
telling
thing.
you. That's why I was saying that. That's why Al Heyman, he saw a chance to where he can move them belts, and the way he did was he said, "Okay, let's put undisputed against undisputed, and let's make that attractive." And that really wasn't the play. Nobody asked for undisputed because that Jamal was supposed to be getting that fight. What we wanted was Crawford calling this motherfucker out in the ring. That's what we wanted, and that's what Bud
Hold
called
on.
him out
Watch
for.
this, but watch this here. Outside of the BBL nation, a whole lot of people ain't calling for no Bud Crawford and no Canelo fight. Who
Yes, it
all
is.
calling for that?
That's a lot of
Who all calling for that fight?
That's a lot of people
Besides the
calling.
BBL, ain't nobody calling for that shit.
Well, who the hell they
Especially
calling
after
for
what happened to
Canelo to fight?
Charlo. Ain't
Who they
nobody
calling?
calling for that, because I tell you what, if
Who
he
they
would have looked
calling for
impressive
Canelo to fight?
against Matrimon, that might
One
be
at a
different, but
time,
he wasn't all
fellas.
that
One at a
impressive
time.
against
Let you
Matrimon.
Hold on. Who
He
they
wasn't all that
calling for
impressive against
Canelo to fight?
Matrimon.
Who are they calling for
hold
Canelo
on.
to
I ain't
fight?
talking a while, man. I ain't talking a while.
Go
So
ahead,
Q,
boy.
who's asking for Canelo and Berlinga?
Thank you,
bro. That's can I go ahead, Q. Go ahead.
If I didn't hear that, say that again. I was on mute.
Who's asking for the Canelo and Berlinga fight?
Nobody.
Nobody. But that's just the thing. Ain't nobody asking for no
Way more people
Crawford
asking for
and Canelo,
Crawford.
but y'all the only one.
No,
No.
man.
Y'all the only one
Way
calling
more
for that
Check this
shit.
people.
out.
Ain't nobody
Way
else
more.
calling for that shit. I saw Charlo.
Way
Don't
more
nobody want to
people.
see that.
Well,
Okay,
they
so check
Okay.
this
calling
out.
for
Who's
Benavidez, but he
calling?
won't give him that. He won't give
Hey,
him
Come on,
who was
man.
calling
Benavidez.
for?
He won't give
Who was
him
calling
David
for
Ain't nobody
Morrell.
Canelo?
calling for that fight.
If he won't
Who was
give him
calling for Canelo
Benavidez and he
versus
won't give him
Munguia?
David Morrell, then who he supposed to fight then? More John Riders?
Hold on.
yes.
Hey,
Guess
man.
what? Okay,
I
hold on,
don't know
Keith.
who the man.
Hold
He's
on,
supposed to
Keith.
fight somebody in his weight class.
Okay,
Well, he
Keith. I'm
ain't
gonna ask you
doing
a
that.
question.
He ain't
Keith,
did that in a while now. He ain't
hey,
fought. His
Keith. I'm
last
gonna ask you a
fight was for
question, Keith.
154.
Keith, I'm gonna ask you a question. Since you say ain't nobody but the BBL calling for the Canelo fight, I mean for Bud to fight Canelo, then who the fuck calling for Boost to fight Bud?
Thank you.
Shit, the public,
Who
the
the
whole
hell
public,
No,
the
it's
calling
whole
for
not.
that?
public,
No, it's not.
the
No, it's
public
not.
want to
The
see that
Earl
fight
sectors,
right
The
the
now.
public
Earl
don't even
sectors,
know Boots.
The only
Stop
people
it.
that don't
the
want to
Public
see that
don't
fight
Earl
is
know
sectors,
y'all
Boots.
niggas.
The
Y'all
public
don't
the
don't
want to
Earl
see
even
that
know
sectors,
fight.
Boots. The
the
public
Earl
don't
sectors,
even know Boots.
the Earl sectors, the Earl sectors, and the Canelo
Just
fans.
like a lot of the public
The
don't
Earl
still don't
sectors.
know Terence Bud Crawford.
You
You gotta take
crazy
out
as
that mind.
hell. You
What
crazy
you
as
mean
hell.
you
They
crazy?
don't know Terrence
Hey,
My
Bud
nigga,
Crawford.
on
He had
everything
the
I
biggest
love, I
fight of
swear
the
to
year
God.
last year with all the celebrities retweeting it. What you talking about?
hey, I tell you what. I know who do know Terrence
Celebrities
Bud
are what?
Crawford.
This last fight,
Hey,
the people came to see
Nigga,
Eminem.
I'm
A
talking
lot of
about
That's a
when
people
he
lie.
came
fought
there to see
Oh
Eminem.
Lord Jesus.
hey,
A
Here he
lot
you
of
go.
people
know,
came to
whole
see
world know
Eminem.
who
They didn't
Bud
come see no
was.
Bud Crawford, man.
Everybody know who Bud was after he whooped
hey,
Errol Spence up
we
and
do
down the street.
Come on, man. That
Facts.
fight,
we do
watch this
know
here.
who
That
knows
fight
Terrence
should not
Crawford
even
though.
been a main event. That fight shouldn't even been a main
Keith,
event.
Keith.
Bud
What?
Hey
versus
Keith.
Errol
And y'all
Spence
know
is
Hey
a
that.
Keith, go
main
to work.
event.
That shouldn't have been
Keith,
no
go to
main
work.
event.
Yeah,
Keith,
go
go
to
to work
work,
with that
man.
bullshit you
drunk.
just said,
I'm just
Keith.
saying,
Man.
that
You
shit shouldn't have
drunk.
been no main
You
event.
drunk, man.
Did
Go to
nobody
bed.
know who Mastermind was? Did nobody know who
Hey Q,
Mastermind was?
hey Q.
Bro,
Everybody, hey,
listen.
Nobody knew who he was.
you know who Terrence Crawford was?
Hey, fellas, time out, time out.
A lot of people didn't know who he was.
Hey,
Still
fellas,
don't.
Hey, the Earl
hey,
Sexton does.
Hold on,
hey,
hold on, hold
hold
on,
on,
hold on,
fellas,
hold
hold
on.
on, fellas.
Go ahead, Fish.
We getting a little rowdy, man. To talk one at a time, bro. Let a person finish their sentence. When you
Okay.
think he finished, hold on. When you think he finished, wait 5 more seconds so you won't talk over him. So y'all go ahead, man. Have some etiquette, fellas.
Now Keith, that
Hey,
bullshit you just said, talk about everybody came out to see Eminem. Stop that bullshit, bro.
hey,
Stick your
Fish,
head,
when you come
stick
with
your
them
head in the
referees,
toilet,
what's you at?
stick your head in the toilet and flush the
Bro,
motherfucker down. Stop that bullshit. Stop hating on Bud.
My
Stop hating on Bud.
redhead and her friends watched the fight last week for Eminem to watch the Eminem show.
That's
They don't
because
even
they
watch
not
that
boss.
Nobody's
shit
watching no
They got
for
Eminem.
the
that's because
Nobody's
Eminem
watching.
show.
No damn
nobody
Hey,
give a fuck
Q, a
about the
lot of
Eminem.
people
Eminem.
wasn't. Come on, man. This generation ain't into Eminem, man. Stop it, man.
Why Why
This is
Turkey
ridiculous.
have him on the goddamn card then if
I'm
nobody
saying
care
this
about him?
generation. I'm saying you got
You
this
hear this
younger
shit?
generation. This younger generation ain't into Eminem.
Hey,
Bo,
Bud,
Bo, Bo, Bo,
Bo, can I,
Bo.
Bo, again,
Ooh.
he was headlined on your favorite boxer's card.
So you
Why
know
did
why?
if
So you know
nobody
why?
cared about
So you know why?
Eminem, why was
Cause
he promoted so
No,
much?
I'm saying
he,
he's saying
he,
that they
Bud,
came for Eminem, and I'm trying to say this younger generation didn't come for Eminem. They came for the fights.
And
You
Turkey
talking
don't
about the
know.
younger generation. Young people wasn't the only people that watched this fight, Bo. You
Turkey
point
don't.
to one
Bo,
demographic to
Bo,
make your point. There's a lot
Bo,
of
let me
people
ask you a
who like
question, Bo.
Eminem.
but they didn't
Bo,
come for
let me ask you a
Eminem.
question, Bo.
They didn't come in for Eminem.
Hold on, Mr. Golden. Bo, they
Yeah,
had that model woman. They had that model woman at the show. Her name was Kate Bakerson. Do you know who I'm talking about? One of those
Yeah.
The
world
underworld
models.
chick, yeah, the underworld
What's
chick,
this here?
Kate Beckinsale.
You think she came to the fight for Terence Bud Crawford, or do you
Hell
We
think
don't
yeah.
she
give a
came for
damn why
Eminem?
Kate Beckinsale came to the
Yeah,
fight. What we talking about is Terrence Bud Crawford is a known fighter.
exactly.
Boots is not. So stop the nonsense.
Come on, man. Y'all got to stop this nonsense.
Please,
Whole bunch
please.
of people came to that fight because of Eminem.
Then
That's a
nobody
lie.
come for Eminem. Didn't nobody even know he was performing.
Until the last
Oh,
minute.
you got to stop the cap. You
To
niggas
the
got to stop
last
the cap.
minute,
Everybody knew
nigga.
Eminem was performing.
Man, ain't
Stop the
nobody know
cap,
about
man.
that. We was
Hey,
So
booing this
Q,
shit.
hold
Didn't
on,
know
hold on,
Ken
Q,
was
hold
He
on,
was
coming.
hold on,
he was
hold
the
on,
main
hold on.
attraction. What are you talking about?
So
And we
Hey,
was
Q,
Q, let me
booing
ask you
that.
this,
hold on.
Q. Who did Eminem come to the Eminem come to the fight for?
Come on. Ask him that.
Who
He
did he
came
came to
for
the
the
fight
check.
for?
He came
He
to
came
get
for the
paid.
check.
He
Oh,
got the
come
He
on,
highest
came.
man.
That's a
payday
Come
lie.
out of
on.
everybody
That's a
at
That
the
lie.
fight
event,
didn't
That's
cost
a
probably.
Man,
him
lie.
then
nothing.
why he
That's a
walk him
lie.
out? Then he got paid for walking him out against Errol?
Probably
He
did.
came,
Who knows?
he
Man, get
came,
out of here
he
with
came
y'all
to the
hating
fight.
ass,
He came
We
man.
to the
I
talking
fight
about
because
mean,
he's a Bud
hey
Crawford.
Bo, why are you talking about the Earl Spence fight? We know what happened with that. He probably
No,
didn't get paid
no. I
for that.
said, who did?
Hold on. This guy was headlined for this fight. You think he did that shit for free the other night? Do you think Eminem just came and did a whole concert for free? Is that what you trying to
And
say?
that, what I'm
No.
saying is that he was coming to the fight regardless. He
And not
came
only
for
that,
to
he
support
came to the
Bud.
fight. He came to the fight.
He was
He got
used
that
to
gig.
sell the fight, Bo.
He
What are
got
you
listen.
he
talking?
was
Are
used to
you trying
sell
to
the
say that
fight.
he wasn't
No, he
used to
was
help to
not.
sell the fight? Is that what you're
Hell
trying to
no.
say? Bo, answer that question. Direct question, Bo. Are you saying that Eminem, the marketing didn't put him in the event and headline his name in lights to get extra attention and ticket sales? Are you trying to tell me that wasn't the case?
I'm trying to tell you that M came to see Bud. That's what I'm trying
Man,
to tell you.
okay.
Hold on,
All right.
no. Answer the question,
Also,
Bo.
also,
Don't
I'm asking you
deflect.
a question.
Answer the question.
He asked you a question. Now
No, he
I'm
did.
asking
He
you a
didn't
question.
answer the question. He talking
He
about
No,
some
said,
he did.
well,
bullshit.
He
he
didn't
said,
answer
M
the
came that.
question.
So check this out. All right, I answer the question. What was he paid for to do an event? Yeah, of course he was. I mean,
No,
it's
what?
business.
No, that's not the question. Was he purposely put on there for marketing purposes to sell the fight? I ain't talking about him getting paid. He was put on that ticket to sell the fight, help sell the fight. Did everybody come there to see him? No, I'm not saying that, but they used him as a tool to get people to watch. And you have to admit that, bro. Or you just
Nah,
I
on some
mean, all right.
bullshit.
So let me just say this to you, Fish. If you notice, every
Can you please admit
event,
that, though? Can you please
hold
admit
on,
that?
hold on.
no,
He's
let me
trying to answer
I'm
Q.
gonna explain to you. Every event Turkey put on, he always had somebody perform. When he was overseas, who went over there overseas to perform? And that Riyadh season over there, the last big one they did, they had old boy from California. God damn, I forgot his name. You know, the one that bet wop wop wop. Guess what? He was over there performing. They always do that. Every event they put on, they always have an artist on there performing. That's what
For
Turkey
what
does.
purpose? For what purpose?
Let's get the people a show.
It's a
Get people
show.
a
Yeah,
show. It's
exactly.
a
It give
show.
people a show.
It get people
But
a
I'm
show.
saying you can't say like the only reason why M was there just so they could sell Bud Crawford. He does that for every event. That's what Turkey does. He put an artist on every event.
Facts.
And Eminem, they brought. I figured they brought Eminem back because Eminem walked Bud out in an Earl Spence fight, so they brought Eminem back for the show. That's why Bud didn't have nobody walk him out when he came out this time. And Eminem already did the concert, so Bud didn't need nobody to walk him out. He walked up by himself. All that tied in together. And even if Eminem wasn't there for that show and put on a show, the folk were still coming at every big superstar, movie star, athlete, whatever. When they interview them, they ask them who they come to. They say they're here for Bud Crawford. Now, one body say they're there for Eminem. Nobody in the interview said they came there for Eminem. No. They say they came to support Bud. That's what they said. So that narrative that you're using, they came out to see Eminem. That's bullshit.
Mr. Golden, they didn't ask every single person there
I
that
said,
question, so
I said, I
it's
said,
at
I
least
said
one
every,
person that
I
was
said
there
every
for
superstar. I said
Eminem
every superstar.
primarily.
I said every superstar, movie star, actor, whoever
They
you
didn't
want
talk
to
to
say.
every superstar there, Mr. Golden.
I said everyone that they talked to. I didn't say they talked to everybody that was there. I said everyone that they talked to. They said they came there for Bud. No, nobody
And
said.
Mr. Golden, don't you know that most of those stars get comped those tickets? Don't you know that? So
Yeah,
you should be
hold
talking about
on.
we talking about the regular. We talking about the
man.
regular fans.
The regular
We
fan,
ain't talking about the
they came there for
celebrities.
Bud. They came there for Bud. You know, but they came there for, not only for Bud. You had some of them came there for Pitbull. You had someone came because that was a hell of a card that they put together. Everybody didn't come there for Bud. They had the Mexican came there for Pitbull, for other fighters and shit. You could just to have the Bud was the main attractor of the thing. But everybody didn't come there for Bud, and I can admit that Pitbull had a whole lot of fans there.
Yeah, Pitbull had a fan. Yeah, the Mexican fans came out for
Like,
they to support their guys. I admit
Pitbull
that.
had
Yeah.
Pitbull had a fan there. Believe it or not, you had somebody coming for Andy big ass. He had
Yeah,
fans.
they booed his ass
Yeah, they
after his
booed the fuck out
performance.
of his ass. Coach Malachi say he was sitting right at the bottom of and shit, and they would boo the shit out of Andy ass because they said that was a highway robbery. They said Big Baby won the fight.
I meet your mic, fellas, whoever that is.
You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it wasn't about Eminem brought all them people there. It was a mixture of Andy Ruiz, Pitbull, Bud. They could have cared less. Because a lot of motherfuckers say the concert took away from the fight. Because the motherfucker whole hour long, it took up too much time for that bullshit.
Facts.
So it was
Why was the fans booing Bud and Mattress Mob, Mr. Golden? Did you
no,
hear all that?
they were
Man,
booing
they wasn't
goddamn.
booing.
They were booing got a Shakur Stevenson when they were putting the shit on Shakur Stevenson. They
No,
were talking about
Shakur.
Shakur Stevenson. They were fucking with Shakur.
Mr.
They
Golden.
were fucking with
Mr.
Shakur.
Golden.
No. They were booing the Bud Crawford Matthew Mall fight. You niggas know it. Don't you do that.
I'm gonna tell you,
Don't you
know
do
why?
that. They were
I put it
booing
like
that
Okay,
this.
shit.
I put it
okay.
like this. If they were born, they probably was trying to see a knockout.
Good evening.
Thank you. That's what they wanted to see.
Good
Your boy Madrimov was sitting up there just doing feints all night. Wasn't even
Thank you.
throwing really.
They should have
Thank
booed
you.
Canelo last fight.
Shit.
But you know, Canelo got a cult following, man. It doesn't matter what Canelo do. Canelo could fight the damn local fucking cab driver, and they'll still come out and sell that bitch out.
Facts. He went
Man,
12 rounds.
Canelo
But
can
at the
just
end of the
say,
day, fellas, all bullshit aside, at the end of the day, Bud now put on a hell of a show. You got to get a man props. Motherfuckers say what the fuck they want to say. Oh Bud had to make that nigga fight. 'Cause he wasn't fighting Bud. I ain't never seen Bud take the lead of a fight right off the top. In his fight, Bud always start off slow.
Mr.
But
Golden.
Magic wasn't doing shit. So Bud had to throw that jab, even though it wasn't that, he had to make him fight. So Magic was just standing back there, flint, do all that ducking and shit. That's why the people was booing because he wasn't engaging in the fight. And when Bud, in the middle part of the fight, when Bud started putting them hands on his ass, them niggas went to cheer. The Bud stepped to him and went to fucking his ass up the body shot. The 10th, 11th, and 12th round. That's what they wanted to see, the way Bud was fucking his ass up the 10th, 11th, and 12th round.
All
That's
right,
the
Mr.
fight they
Golden.
wanted to see.
So listen,
Madrimov was moving his arms up and down the whole night. I thought I was playing Street Fighter fighting against Zangief and shit. That motherfucker just moving his arms up and down. I'm like, what the fuck
Come
is
on.
like? What
you
you throw
know,
a punch or something?
All
right.
that damn
See,
posturing.
everybody downplaying that fight. But mark my words, y'all gonna remember this. Remember, COE Film said this. Madrimov whenever it's time for him to fight again, anybody in the 154, he gonna whoop their ass.
Hey,
Watch.
COE, what did you how did you have the fight score? What was your scorecard? Cause last night I heard some ridiculous shit. What did you have it?
Shit, I had it 9-3.
See, I can respect that. See, championships over everything. Hey, I want to make a point real quick, fellas, and then y'all can attack me if y'all want. But I did some research and I found out that 90% of the time, concubines, whoever they have is landing the most punches. 90% of the time, that fighter wins that fight if it goes to decision. So with that being said, I know that the fight stats aren't 100% accurate, but with that number I just threw out, they're 90% right when they get for getting the winner. So Matt,
You went out, Fish. You went out, little bro. Fish, we can't hear you.
He must got
you got me back.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
Yeah. Go
so
ahead.
Mattress Miles was 84 punches landed, and he threw 275 and landed 30% of those punches. Bud was 95 for 433 and landed 21.9% of his punches. So, like I was saying last night, Mattress Miles made Terence Crawford very uncomfortable in that ring and had to adjust to something that he wasn't used to. Earl Spence came out swinging for the fences, just throwing all kind of fucking crazy ass punches, and that was right up Bud's alley. So Mattress Mouth did a brilliant job in just making it through the fight and not getting knocked out like the last 9-10 fighters that Bud has faced. So I cannot believe that the Bud Buddy Nation is trying to shit on this fight and act like this man won one of 0 rounds. What do you think about that, COE?
Well, this is what I think about it right here. I think that Madrimov, he was
Mattress Mob, COE.
Nah, Madrimov. Madrimov.
Hey, COE, you gotta understand, man. These dudes got nicknames for every fighter.
But you know I know. You know I know, man. You know I know, man. But when it comes down to Boots fighting Avanesian, they call him Avanesian. You know what I mean? Only when Bud fight him. But let me tell you.
He was a rotten avocado against Boots.
Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, man, they got nicknames, bro. They say green beans, absnesia.
He was a dried up avocado when he
Hey, you notice the one guy they ain't never made a nickname for is they guy Earl Spence.
Right. And he was cream cheese of all of them.
Right. Shit, that's your job, Bo. What you mean, man? What we gonna do a name for Spence for? What you talking about?
I'm just saying, y'all come up all these years, man. Y'all been coming up with nicknames for every butter
Bud Buddies, BBL.
with the exception of Earl Spence.
Let me ask you this, Fish.
I see you, D Young. You can cut your
Let
camera.
me ask you this, Fish. You know Earl Spence at 154 now, right?
Yes, sir.
Who you think win between Madrimov and Earl Spence?
Bro, I can't pick Spence to win shit after the performance I seen against Earl, bro. Don't ask me no crazy ass question like that. But hold on, fellas. We got D Young coming to the stage. What's up, bro? What you got on the topic tonight, D Young?
What's good, man? I'm just listening to hear y'all boys talk, man. I just got off, man. Shit, yeah, I'm just listening to the convo, man. We can go back to open smoke.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Okay, fellas, go ahead. Go ahead,
So,
COE. I know you want to add on to that.
So let me go ahead and finish what I was saying when you asked me about Madrimov. Madrimov, he's one of them fighters, man, that when Bud made that fight, I started looking at him and I was looking at his fights. And let me tell you something. Dude is a hard pill to swallow, man, when you matched up against him. And when Bud said he's the best at 154, I believe that because I was looking at his style and I'm looking to how difficult it is. And he hit Crawford. He hit Crawford with some shots that I ain't seen Crawford get hit with. But on the flip side, I think if it's any other fighter in that division that fight Madrimov, he wins. He
I
wins by a
agree.
landslide.
I
Hey,
agree.
hey,
I agree.
just to piggyback off that, man. I just saw a little article on what both guys had weighed when they rehydrated, man. Like I think Madrimov was 170, Bud was just right under that 169.7, bro.
You know what? Bud actually weighed more than him the night of the fight by like a point five pounds or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, they must said he must have lied about it, but they had him at 170. But yeah, man, man, I just let you know, man, he carried that weight pretty well, man.
And
So
not only that,
168.
but not
So
only that,
168 is a stretch.
watch it.
Well,
Listen,
what does Canelo rehydrate to? See,
Oh
he
shit,
talk.
I think Canelo, if they fight at 160, yeah, I think Canelo probably
180.
rehired 180, 185,
But that ain't gonna
185,
help him. That
but
ain't
see,
gonna
180,
help him.
Canelo
185.
be talking about 25 extra pounds for Benavidez, but Canelo ass was rehydrating over 20 something pounds, especially when he was doing that Canelo weight at 155.
But bold though, what Demetrius Andre said, man, he said Benavidez had rehydrated damn near up to almost 200, bro. Damn, when
yeah.
they fought. You know what I
God damn.
mean? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Like if it may not have been 200, it probably was like 190 something, bro. And like,
Bro,
That's what Canelo said. That's what
168,
Canelo just said. That was,
200
that was,
pound man. That's crazy.
that
bro,
what
That's
Canelo
yeah.
just said. That
That's
was
but
Canelo
that's
said.
when you know when you know what I mean, you pretty much a weight bully at that point, bro.
Right,
Damn,
Hell
bro.
right.
yeah.
But
Even
see,
even at
I'm not gonna
go ahead,
say
my bad.
weight bully because my thing is if you can make the weight without struggling to make the weight, like if you ain't like doing a Ryan Garcia, then you sacrifice making the weight. You made the weight.
But Bo, you don't think Benavidez was struggling to make that shit? You didn't see how
Did
He could
y'all?
definitely move up to
He like cut out.
175.
y'all can hear me?
Did we hear you
there you
now, D?
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say, Bo, you don't think he didn't may have trouble making that weight, bro? His face was sunk in for the Plant fight, and his face was sunk in for the Andre fight.
Man, my guy told me that they be doing some drastic shit to cut their weight, and
Man,
he a boxer, man. He was telling me like them boys be. He said, man, you it's unbelievable of what they do to try to cut their weight and when it come down to it, they be all in the middle of the night, man, trying to cut their weight.
That's why
Hell
they need
yeah,
to move up.
and most of that
A
shit
lot
be
of
water weight.
yeah.
I
Say,
think a
man.
lot of boxers cut a lot of weight though. Like most of
Say,
them. I think one of the few people that didn't have to cut a lot of weight was like Floyd and Manny. Like they ain't have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
cut too much
yeah,
weight.
yeah. Manny walked around at like 140 type shit, 140,
Say,
143.
real quick, let me ask y'all a question. I'm gonna put myself back on mute. I know earlier I heard somebody on the panel said something about they heard that Canelo was struggling in sparring in camp. I want to know who your sources is, nigga.
I ain't
How
heard that.
you know that?
Oh damn,
Whoever
who
said
said
that?
Who
that?
said
Who
that?
said that, Uncle Q?
Somebody said that earlier that was on this panel. I just want to know who is
No,
your sources,
No,
my
ain't
boy.
nobody said that,
Who
Q.
do you know?
nobody,
Ain't
Who
nobody
do you
say
nobody
that.
know?
said
Who
that.
said that?
Yeah, I
Ain't
ain't.
nobody say that, Q.
Q,
No,
you sure you
somebody said that earlier when I was
No,
listening earlier.
no.
Somebody
No.
said, "Oh, I
you
heard
sure
on the
you weren't
cool that."
Hey Q, you
Huh?
sure you weren't listening to another show, man?
Ain't
No, no,
nobody
no.
say
I was
that.
listening to.
Q,
No, I was
Q, ain't
listening to
nobody
this
say that.
delusion. I was
Ain't
listening
nobody
to
say
this
that.
delusion.
Ain't nobody say that about Canelo in the camp.
I,
We was struggling.
well, I tell you what. I'm gonna go back to the playback and I'm gonna clip it. And we gonna replay
Hold
it
up,
next
Q.
time we go
Q,
Okay.
Q.
live.
Before
Hell
you get off,
yeah.
Q.
Okay.
Hey, Q. Before you get off, I got a question to ask you real quick. Who you
Go
think
ahead.
win between Madrimov and Earl Spence if they was to fight at 154?
I'm gonna tell you something. If they was to fight at 154 right now, based off of what I see until I see something different, how can I pick Earl? How can I pick him
That's
over
real.
anybody? I just got to
That's
see
real.
him fight his next fight. That's what I got to see.
Man, do you see what he
But
gave Crawford? He gave Crawford a tough time.
but
He
but
gave
hold on. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna mute myself. Y'all forgetting about a killer at 154 though.
Who that
How
is,
do
huh?
y'all think? And I'm finna mute myself. Y'all forgetting about Brian Castanio. I'm gone.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Nah, that's
Nah,
a
he ain't
good
no
one.
that's a good one.
That's a
now.
good one, bro. He got pressure, bro. A lot of people can't handle that pressure.
When the
Yeah,
last
he
time he
got
fought?
pressure.
When was the last time he
Shit,
fought?
yeah, when he fought Charlo, that was the last time.
Hey,
That's
hey,
that's
y'all.
after
It's,
2 years, isn't it?
I keep you trying. I peep you keep trying to do this delusional test. Me and Q not delusional like y'all buddies, man. We can admit
Man,
girl
come
spent
on, man. Come
ain't no
on, man. Listen, everybody that fight Bud Crawford changed their whole style of the fight, boy. Everybody, all the time. Nobody come in and fight the same fight that they always do, but one damn dummy, that was Earl. Everybody that's going there and fight Bud, they changed. Sean Porter was a pressure fighter. When he fought Bud Crawford, he came in and changed his style. He couldn't run up on Bud. And when he started doing that shit, going with Bud was taking, he went with it the old way, he got his ass knocked the fuck out. Man Jamal, if you look at the end of the fight, he's a pressure fighter. He come in and he throwing looping shot, jabbing down to the body, throwing out wild swings and shit. He didn't do none of that with Bud. He attacked the body the whole fight.
He threw some wild swings.
But it wasn't like he normally do. But it wasn't like he normally do, Bo.
Hey, Mr. Gunner, what you talking about like he normally do? Like you just a student of
I looked at the fight. I said I would have looked at the fight. Listen, I did my homework on it, Fish. I sit up in here and I watch YouTube. I might sleep 2 hours at the night. I'm up watching TV. I'd be on YouTube. When it was there, I did my homework. I want to see what kind of fight it. That's why I say I didn't know what he was going to bring to the fight. And how he was going to come in, that he was hitting Bud the way he, I'm a very passionate when it come down to a goddamn good fight. I get nervous. I don't know who's going to win. Shit, I was nervous in the beginning with the Earl fight. The boy with a bust on his ass. I said, this shit easy cake. I was crying because boy would beat Earl so goddamn bad. But that's
nah. I ain't gonna
cry.
I was crying. Hey, listen, hey, Bo. I was on the phone with Keith. I said, Keith, man, Keith, I said, I don't like this shit, dog. I said, man, call the bet off, man. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you, Keith. I feel bad for you. I ain't even want to take the bet, boy. I was crying. I was sitting in the bed crying. I said, you need to stop this shit, boy. Hey, Big Fish, Ron said drop the link. Oh, okay. Okay. He threw all the dropped it. He don't drop it. But anyhow, but Benjamin changed his whole. He changes with his approach. Even Bud said it. They trained for him to come in, pressure more, swing him more, and so Bud could counter. So when he laid back and did all that bullshit he was doing, that threw Bud ass off. So Bud had to adapt to what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of boxing, that he was able to make adjustments.
He could make an adjustment. On the fly. He had to make that adjustment on the fly. Some jokers couldn't make it. Some fighters can't, good as they are, they can't make that adjustment like that. That's what you call have a ring IQ.
Yeah,
and all we were saying yesterday was it was a good fight, the whole 9 yards, but it wasn't a master class.
It was a master class, nigga. No, you're right. It wasn't a master class. It was a master
fucking master class. It was a good fight. It was a tough fight, but it was not a master class.
It was a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece where he adapted that nigga and beat his ass like he did.
Hey, but now though, fellas, I ain't gonna lie though, man. 54 the gauntlet, man. You know, you never know who gonna win because ain't nobody really dominated 54.
No.
Even though Charlo went undisputed, he still lost to Tony Harrison. So he ain't really dominate that shit.
He really should have had another loss against Castaño.
Castaño, he lost that first fight against Castaño. They made that shit a draw. He lost that first fight.
And he was on his way losing the second fight against Tony Harrison if it wasn't for Tony Harrison.
Tony Harrison got cocky. Tony Harrison was beating his ass. He got cocky, putting his hand down, and he caught his ass and knocked his ass the fuck out.
Yep. Now he definitely did for sure.
See,
so you know.
And see, not only that, Charlo, he ducked Fondura. He didn't want nothing to do with Fondura. He didn't want nothing to do with motherfucker Tim Tszyu. He was the man.
But hold on, Mr. Golden. I ain't gonna say that nigga duck because at the end of the day, when you got an offer for big money to fight Canelo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mr. Golden, what you gonna do though? Hold on. Just answer this question.
I'm gonna take the money.
Okay, then. So he's not gonna duck.
But DR, listen. He was supposed to fight that man for 2 years. He came like he broke his hand. He put the fight off. He kept saying he's still under the doctor care. Tim Tszyu with it. Tim Tszyu wouldn't have had a fight. He would have, I'm still ain't ready. Tim Tszyu wouldn't have had another fight. I'm still ain't ready. He wasn't supposed to fight until the following year. He wasn't supposed to. I think he was. He wasn't supposed. And then when the Canelo fight came available, he jumped up and took the Canelo fight. He was ducking Tim Tszyu, but he ducking for the money. He wouldn't touch that fight for the money. But that's what I say. That's why the WBO skipped him, because he kept ducking, putting them off, saying he's not ready. He's not medically clear. But the whole time he was medically clear. Just so happened when he got the Canelo fight, oh, he medically clear to fight. When he was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu a couple of months ahead before he got that fight. Oh, hey, I ain't through. I ain't gonna be able to fight till the next year.
Matter of fact, when his hand was hurt, he was out there calling out Canelo while his hand was hurt.
Thank you.
At the end of the day, he knew he was getting that fight. Why? Because his brother wasn't. He knew. No. He knew he was getting that shit. His brother was supposed to get that fight that he got, and his brother wasn't ready. So the next best option was him. You know what I mean? I can't say he ducked though. But if he would have stayed at 54 and not fought them, then yeah. But he moved up to go get that bag, and now he coming back down. He lunch meat, bro. You cannot go up that weight to come back down and fight. You lunch meat, bro.
A lot of people don't understand. I hear niggas saying, "Oh, Bud ducked Charlo." After that performance he put on with Canelo, Bud said, "I won't get no credit for beating your ass."
Hold on. Somebody said Bud ducked Charlo.
Yes, I see niggas talking about Bud ducked Charlo. Come on, man.
How could he duck Charlo?
Right there.
The nigga said after the fight, when Bud came out and said, "Oh, he don't want to fight him no more," he was ducking Charlo. No, Bud said, "Nigga, that performance that you put on against Canelo, like I wouldn't get no credit for beating your motherfucking ass."
And not just that, it's that weight, bro. Y'all gotta understand, man. When you go up those weights like Roy Jones did, Roy Jones went up to motherfucking heavyweight and he dropped back down to 175. He didn't look the same.
He lost 15 pounds of pure muscle.
But you know the thing with Charlo, man, I swear to God, I thought this motherfucker laid down, man, because he didn't even try to fight Canelo. He just literally stood there and just danced around the ring.
I agree, Bo. And you know what, Bo? Though he probably put the weight on wrong too. Though you gotta understand that shit.
It wasn't the weight. It wasn't the weight.
Yeah, Mr. Golden. It definitely was the weight. You got to come on, man.
I said it was fear.
I can't say that.
Man. He felt the punches, man. That nigga got scared.
I can't say it was fear, man. I definitely believe it was the weight.
Let me say this real quick to the person who asked who said Canelo was getting tired. His former sparring partner, Ahmed Elbai, when he was training for the Charlo fight, bruh told him that he was getting tired in the 4th round and said he couldn't go no more. So that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, got smoke. Uncle Q, you got smoke.
He working. He at work. He got
at work.
Who was getting tired?
Canelo. He was getting tired and sparring for the Charlo fight. It was this dude Ahmed Albi. He told I forgot what podcaster, but he told him that Canelo was getting tired in the 4th round and he couldn't go no more. And this is what I'm talking about. That's why his work rate so low when he be fighting. He ain't got to win like that. So he knows fighting a dude like Bud or Benavidez with a, who can work high, especially Benavidez with a high work rate. Man, he don't want that smoke.
Nah, I agree with the brother. Go ahead, Bo. My bad.
Yeah, Canelo never had great stamina anyway, though. If you notice it, he'll fight in spurts. Like he knew how to pace himself. Like it been times he'll throw a combination, and then he'll just like kind of take the rest of the round off and shit. Yeah, I think that's how Canelo always been, because he always had like, gas tank problems and shit.
That's why he say he don't want to fight nobody that got foot movement or fight like Crawford, because they're gonna make him work. They're gonna make him work. Even that last fight he had, he tired out in that last fight. He got tired in that last fight. That's what old boy was able to. Well, Jaime was able to tag him up a couple of times because Canelo quit fighting, and he took a couple of rounds off.
Hey, Golden.
Yes,
see, I've been listening. Like this show been focused on, the Canelo and Crawford tonight. But this is my thing with Canelo. I cannot stand Canelo Alvarez more than anybody probably in the history of boxing. Hold on. So this is the thing, right? So Turkey Al-Sheikh got all this money and he loved Crawford so much. Why don't he just give Crawford, say, fuck Canelo, I'm gonna give Crawford the $100 million to fight X, Y, and Z? What do y'all think about that? Why the route don't go that way?
Well, it
Since
gotta
Bud
be
is this
worth it.
big star
Well,
like
because
that.
Let
It
me
gotta
get
be
him.
worth it, fam.
Well,
go ahead.
can
Let
I?
me get him going.
Go ahead, bro.
So when you ask why don't Turkey do the 100 million, what you got to understand is Turkey. He done told you he got Crawford. He done showed you with the promotion from all the way down to the mini movie that he made with the promotion. He backing them with the money, and then he said in a text or in a post that he called Crawford the legend and said he gonna make the big fights for legend. So giving him 100 million, I don't think the 100 million was ever a number that he was gonna put out there. I think that came with somebody just BSing on 150. I mean, with Canelo talking about
Nah, you're
150
missing it.
million.
You're missing it. You're
Hold
missing
up.
the
Can I
point.
can I
Hold
can
on,
I
hold
can I
on,
ask a
hold
question
on,
real quick?
hold
And
on,
I'm
Keith.
gonna put
Hold
myself
on,
and I'm gonna put
Keith.
myself
Hold on, Keith.
back on
Hold on,
mute.
Keith.
I'm gonna put
He
myself
missing.
back on
He
mute.
missed the point. He
Hey,
missed the point. He missed the
Goldie,
point.
Goldie,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no.
Mr. Goldie.
No,
hold
you
on,
missed
hold
the
on, hold
point
on.
Big Fish was saying. You missed what Big Fish. He was actually the question Big Fish asked was, why don't he give Crawford 100 million, not for Canelo?
But
Why
for
don't he give
Crawford,
Crawford? He said, why don't he give Crawford 100 million to make any fight he want to make? That's
Yeah,
what he's
And I
saying.
said,
Benavidez will take that fight.
and I said,
Let
and I
Bud be the
said,
A side and Bud fight Benavidez. Give Bud 100 million for
You know the man gonna fight Benavidez.
but the
Shit,
hey,
how many
100
rounds
fight
he
him
got
in
that
million,
one.
big?
but the
Fish, we
100
Hold
gotta
on,
be
million,
realistic, Fish. We
that's
gotta be
that's all I'm
realistic. Go ahead.
saying. Be realistic.
Hold
hold
on,
on,
hold
hold
on,
on,
hold
hold on,
on.
hold
No,
on,
I
hold on.
got so you're
I gotta
telling
put
me
myself
Bud
back
is
on mute.
cherry picking Canelo. He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight Benavidez at 168. He cherry
Hey,
picking
But hold on.
Canelo.
Wait a
Is
Let
minute.
me
that what you
respond,
Hold
Mr.
on.
telling
Gold.
me?
Let me respond.
Hold
Let me
on. Go
respond. Let
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
respond.
Go
Let me
ahead. Go
Canelo
respond.
ahead.
had the belt.
So, but hold on. We're talking about Canelo, who's 5'8", who came from 140. They pretty much the same size and dimension. Yeah, why wouldn't he fight Canelo? What's wrong with that?
So that's
Why would you
cherry
want?
picking, Dion. He's
That's
picking
not
and
cherry
choosing.
picking,
That
Fish.
is cherry picking. How?
How?
What you
Dr.
mean how?
I'm the kill fish right now. I'm the kill fish right now.
Okay, go.
Did,
Yeah, but
did
let
offer.
Fish
Did
respond. Hold on.
offer.
Y'all let
Go
Fish
ahead.
respond.
Go
No,
ahead. Go
go
ahead.
ahead,
Go ahead.
Fish.
Go ahead.
Respond.
No, I'm baffled to know. I understand the dimensions and the height, but like you were saying earlier, boxing is just about the weight. It ain't about how long your arms is and how tall you are. You just got to make the weight, right, Dion?
That's true. That's fair.
But you
Hold on,
say
Dion.
cherry pick.
I just
Dion,
say
hold
this,
on.
man.
Check this
Go
out.
ahead, Mr. Golden. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Didn't they offer Benavidez to fight Bud at 160 and he turned it down?
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Hey, he got a point. He definitely
They
got a
can they
point.
can do it. This is what I'm saying, y'all.
No.
Hold
Let's
on.
kill
Mr.
that.
Let
Golden.
Fish
Let's
go.
kill
Let
that.
Fish go.
Let's kill that.
Let,
Go
let
ahead,
me
Go ahead,
say
Fish.
fish.
this, Mr. Golden. See, too much importance is being put on Canelo's name. My thing is Turkey, you got the backing. You can overpay Crawford if you love him as much as you say you do, which I see he love Crawford. I ain't gonna even say this not genuine. So throw Canelo out the picture. You can give Bud the extra whatever 20, 30, 50 million and just make him the star, make him the headline and get
Okay.
somebody else in there.
Hey,
It
Fish,
don't
let
matter
Hey,
me
who it
Fish.
answer.
is, right?
Hey, Fish, let me answer your question.
But hold on, Fish. What fighter besides Canelo could we garnish 100 million from?
Nobody.
Yeah. Hey, Fish, let me answer your question, man. The reason why you're not going to give Crawford $100 million is because Crawford doesn't have that high demand like Canelo. So it's a little easier to offer Canelo that much money because the PBC already overpays this motherfucker a lot of money anyway.
So
And
hold on, go Bo. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry, finish.
no, I'm just saying, like, so Crawford don't make he doesn't make near as much as a Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So you can't pay Crawford $100 million for one fight. It's just
And
not gonna happen.
there's no
Yeah.
competition for it
But,
either.
but so Bo, you telling me that the PBC is coming up in the red when it's all said and done for the fights that they've done for Canelo? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Where
Absolutely,
are
Fish.
those articles there so we can research them for next time?
We
Look
already
at the
been saying
look at
that,
the
man.
pay-per-view
Well,
numbers.
look
The
at
pay-per-view
right.
numbers are decreasing.
But
Nobody
no, but
buying
still,
that shit.
that don't, I'm not okay. I get that, D Young, but still, there's a bottom line. what was the bottom line on those fights? Like we saw that possibly false report yesterday about $10 million being lost for the fight last Saturday.
Well, I think that article came out because a lot of people don't like change. So Turkey, he putting his foot down and making a lot of people, what I'm saying, perform to his business and stuff. But a lot of people don't make change, so they're gonna come out with some whack ass articles and then just try to make up bullshit and be like,
And they
oh well,
have
he
been
lost $10 million.
talking, and real quick, they've been talking about restructuring Canelo's deal too. That's known information. You can Google that shit.
Say,
So
man. Well, let me ask y'all a
Canelo.
question real quick, and I'm put myself back on mute. Jesus
What
Christ.
up? What up, Unc? What up?
My question is, okay, I don't know about those reports about what it did and things of that nature, but I looked on Google several times when say Crawford got paid $2.5 million. My
That's
question
cap.
is, why
That's
don't
cap.
the Turkey give Crawford $100 million instead
Okay.
of 2.5?
Now look, hold on. Let me get this one. Hold on. Now y'all do know that was a CSAC, the guaranteed. I'm thinking they put that shit out due for like I think the belt and the sanctioned bodies. That's not what he totally got. You know what I mean? I'm sure he getting a percentage of the gate, concessions, and all that. So that shit is gonna rise above that 2.5 million.
We all know that.
That's the same
We
shit we
all
used to
know
tell
that.
y'all
We
about
all know that.
Earl. I
Hey,
understand it.
But
Ain't no
hold on.
breaking news.
Hold on. The thing about it is though, and as we know, because we didn't heard it from other people, the Schofields, that nigga don't have his name, image, and likeness. Some of them guys at the PBC, most of that shit is going back, be reinvested in the company.
Hey, hold up, y'all. I don't mean to break up what y'all talking about, but I got some breaking news.
Okay.
About approximately 2 minutes ago, Terence Crawford just tweeted out. He said, "I love that everyone is giving Madrimov his credit / respect because y'all haters was definitely calling him a cherry pick when we all said he was a champion for a reason. Look, just give me my credit, respect, and stop the hate." Bars. So
You got a problem with that?
hey,
you know what it was, right?
COE. The Crawford fan base is the one who's talking shit about Mattress Mob after the fight, talking
no,
about he
he
won
ain't the
12
one
rounds,
giving them.
all 12 rounds and 10 rounds and shit. What's up with that?
who
COE.
said
Oh,
that?
come on, 50.
I ain't
Ain't
But the
nobody said
Bud
who said
Buddies.
that.
The
I ain't
Bud
heard
Buddies
none
talking
of
about it
that.
was a master class.
I ain't hear
I
They
that.
ain't
said it
heard
was
none
a
of that.
master class, COE.
I
A
ain't
Hold on,
heard
master
fella.
none of that.
class.
Hold on, fellas. Hold on, fella. I'm a
They
Bud
act
buddy.
like it was
Hold
a
on. Hold
Gotti
on.
Mayweather fight.
I am a Bud buddy, and
Come
I'm
on,
one of
Gordon.
the
No, you
top.
can't admit that, Gordon. Come on,
Hold on.
man.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I am a Bud buddy. I'm one of the top Bud buddies, and what he said is true. We had some come on the show last night and say it was 12-0, 11-1, 10-2.
Well, I could
I
prove
got
But
that.
I don't
the
see nothing. I don't see nothing wrong with somebody saying it was 10-2, 9-3.
10-2, 10-2,
Yeah, I had a
9-3.
9-3.
But
But
that
I ain't
go
but
saying
far
against
that,
what
9-3.
that go
but
against the
far as
breaking news that COE tried to just hype up for no
no,
reason.
He
How?
said, but say
Because that right there is saying what Terence Crawford just said. I just fought a tough ass opponent. That's what he said.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
Right,
like
was tough,
COE,
but he
bro.
said
like COE just
going into
said
the fight.
earlier. Hold on, COE said earlier he got hit with shit he never seen Bud get hit with before, and,
That's
and
fact.
me
Yep.
me too.
I
I was
did
like,
say
God
that.
But
damn.
Right.
Fish, but going into the fight, Bud said Madrimov was the best fighter in the division.
Facts.
Right, facts.
Yeah, and he's saying it now, but that don't have nothing to do with what the buddies were saying after the
Well,
fight.
it
Like
can
this
be.
was a
Not
easy
all
fight.
Bud buddies.
Crawford
Well,
neutralized everything that he
All
did.
Bud buddies didn't say it, Chris.
I ain't
I'm
saying
saying.
all,
Stop.
but
But
a
but
lot,
but
a
but
lot.
the way but the way you made it sound like that the all Bud buddies is saying that it was 12-0,
Man,
11-1, 10-2.
y'all was in
No, that's what I
unison
said.
last night,
No,
Mr. Golden.
no,
Y'all was
hold
all
not me.
talking about
Hey,
Oh,
Fish,
that's a lie.
master
Fish, hey,
class.
Hey, Fish, I listened to the show last night. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with you. It was a lot of niggas who
Yeah,
said
it's
it
a
was
lot of
12
motherfuckers
1.
saying that.
Thank
It
you,
was a lot of
Dion.
them who
There's
said
a lot
it
of
was a
them
lot of
saying
them
that.
who said 12 1. It
But I
was.
feel like
Yo,
it
11-1.
could be
I'm gonna have to
true.
go back and watch this because
Yeah,
I
last
ain't.
night.
Yeah, nah, it
It could
Last
be
was.
night.
true. It
Hey,
was.
It
Dion,
was.
it
look,
was
look at
about.
the screen, Dion. Look, see what they be saying about me, bro? I
Hey,
just be
nah,
making shit up.
Lamar Sword. Nah, he not lying. He's not lying. Me and
God
Fish don't agree on
damn,
shit, but he
man.
not lying. He not lying.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to yesterday's show, man.
Hey,
12-1.
Bo, it was about at least 2 or 3 people who said it.
They're saying, well, they had one
I,
dude, or man,
Yeah,
they had
y'all
one
the
dude.
ones that's sitting on the victory because y'all act like Bud Crawford washed this man soap and dishes. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't soap and dishes
It
last
was
time.
Hey,
9-3.
It was
Uncle
not
Q,
soap
Uncle
and
Q,
It was
dishes.
hey,
It
Uncle
was
9-3.
Q,
not
you
soap.
right,
It
you right.
wasn't Dawn. It wasn't none of that shit. It was not soap
9-3 is
and
Hey,
dishes
hey,
last
dishwasher.
week.
Q,
It
you
was
right. It wasn't.
not. No.
It was. You right. It wasn't soap and dishes. He put his ass in the dishwasher for a little second. You know, he ain't
Come
want to get the
on.
scum. He ain't want to get the scum off of him, so he had to rinse his ass off
See,
a little heavier.
see,
You
he
know what I
put
mean?
see,
Dion. He put him in the
see, see.
dishwasher. He went in the rinse cycle in the 10th round, but up until the 10th round, it was a close fight, bro. Bud
Yeah,
separated
yeah.
himself
I will say
going
this.
from 10, 11, and 12.
I
Hey,
will
Fish,
say
did
this.
you rewatch
The
it?
first 3 rounds,
No.
of the fight, Madrimov wasn't doing shit in the first 3 rounds. He ain't like motherfucker was barely throwing anything.
Hey, Fish,
Neither
you
one
had
of them
rewatched
was
it
because
yet?
Bud was being cautious as well. Both of them was being cautious.
Bud was throwing more.
Bud
You see,
wasn't either.
Bud threw
Bud
more
wasn't either.
punches.
Both of them wasn't.
Listen, Bud threw more punches than I ever seen him throw in a fight.
Cut your
He threw
cam
more
on,
punches.
Brim.
He
If
threw
that's
more
you.
punches. He threw more punches I ever seen
Okay.
Bud throw in a fight.
I got you,
All I'm
Brim.
saying was it was a tough fight. It was a good fight. I'm not going to shit on the fight.
Yeah,
But
nah,
what I'm
for sure.
saying
It was
is
definitely good.
if everybody that's hollering this shit like it was Dawn soap and all that shit, no, it was not no soap in the dishes. It was not.
Hey,
That was
hold
a
on,
fight.
fellas. Hold on. Let me speak, please. Hold on, fellas. Let me
Please.
speak, please. We have my main man, Stephen Brimley, coming to the stage. What's up, man? Go ahead and pop this bullshit you about to spill.
Oh shit.
Brim, going once.
You hear me?
We hear
Okay,
you
there you
now.
go.
We
Go
got you.
ahead.
Okay.
The floor is
Hey,
yours. Y'all let Brim go until he gets until he say he done. Go ahead, Brim.
All right, all right. What brought me here, first and foremost, my brother Noomsy, is that you said that all the butt buddies said he won 12-0, 11-1, 10-2. So you see the question you got on the screen. Can you answer that? I asked you a question in the chat and you brought me on. So am I not a butt buddy, Fish?
Man, we don't know what you is. You say you're not a Bud Buddy. You're an unbiased fan. So
I
no, you're
try my
not a
best to
Bud
be,
Buddy.
listen, I'm a
Don't
human
be a
being. We
Bud
all
Buddy
have
when
our
it's convenient.
fallacies, but I do try to be fair to every fighter, even the ones I don't
You're
like.
an Aerosexual. You're an Aerosexual.
Okay, I guess. I fucking guess, Goldie. I guess, my nigga. But so answer the question, big fish, yes or no?
I told you. You say if I go about what you say, you not.
No, it ain't about what I say. It's about what you think. I didn't ask you about what I think about that.
Well, I think you're a flip flopper. That's what
Thank
I
you.
think you
Thank
are.
you.
Okay, so
Thank
let me
you.
ask you a question. Since we're here, why am I a flip flopper? And then before you answer that, because you are the person that came up with the phrase. Once new information has been presented to me, I have the right to change my mind. But for Stephen Brimley, he doesn't get that same grace. If he gets new information and says, you know what, and he researches and say, they're right. I was wrong about that. He's a flip flopper if he does it, but if somebody else do it, it's new information. What
Hey,
gives?
Brim, I'm gonna tell you what my counselor told me. It doesn't matter what other people say about you; it's about what you think about yourself. So, if you say you a Bud Buddy, then have at it, man. But
That was
you were the
a nice
voice of
fly
reason
out the
last
ring
night,
type of
Brim.
response,
So
big
so
fish.
I'm giving you credit last night. You had a proper assessment of the fight, in my opinion. It's nothing bad I can say about you. You called the fight how it went, in my opinion. But I
Where you go, Fish?
Green be timing out, man. I'm here. My bad.
I got a question for the panel. Who's the best fighter at 154 besides Bud now?
Me?
Who's
Not
the
your,
best fighter?
not your old ass.
Who's the best
I
fighter?
still think it's Tim Tszyu, though. Madrimov is right there, but I still think it's Tim Tszyu.
Oh, he watched Tim Tszyu, bro. Madrimov watched Tim Tszyu.
Bold
Yes.
statement, sir.
Yes. I'm sure of that.
I can't say I'm sure of it.
You
but I
BBLs is
understand you
sure of
saying he
any
would win,
goddamn
but
thing to make Bud Crawford look good, but I tell you what, I think
Q.
I got
Oh
to
yeah,
see
can I
how
address something
Virgil
you
looked
said,
this
Q? I
weekend.
gotta address something to you too, Q. You know how you was talking about the guaranteed purses. The problem is, and this is why I be having issues with people, and this is with people who are Bud buddies, Canelo stands, Bud haters, Canelo haters, whatever end of the spectrum that you land on. People look for information for their confirmation of their bias instead of actually trying to look for what it is, even if it's an inconvenient truth. In regards to the guaranteed purses, the person who released that information was Dan Raphael. And in the process of him releasing that same information, he specifically said, some of the fighters' purses are subjected to be higher than what is being reported right there. Instead of anybody saying that and saying, hey, that's a possibility, everybody's screaming from the mountaintop, oh, Bud only got paid 2.5. Nobody looks at the context when it doesn't fit their narrative.
That ain't got jack shit to do with the question I asked, though.
No, that wouldn't have. I wouldn't have liked the question you asked. I was addressing something you said earlier.
Oh, okay, but listen, Brim. Remember, the Bud Buddies was hollering that shit about, oh, Bud Crawford only fight big money fights now. And my point was, if that's the case, I ain't gonna lie, for that Madrid-all fight, if he got 2.5 for that fight, that sound about right. That wasn't no big fight, bro. That wasn't no big fight.
But Q, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you last night.
He shouldn't even been a main event. That fight shouldn't even been a main event.
Q, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you last night.
Oh, hold up, Big Fish. Amin is in the background.
He got to cut his camera on.
Cut your camera on, Amin. Even though
he shouldn't even been no main event.
Listen, Pitbull got 1.5 million. So you really telling me that Bud only gonna get $1 million more than Pitbull? Make that make sense to me.
It's probably not, because at the end of the day, we don't know. But they said some of the fighters' purses are subject to be higher. And we already know for a fact that some of these reports are holding out. E3 is not on. It's Big Fish on. Stop texting me. Show your face. Thank you. All right, now continuing on. We've known this for years that they've reported these numbers, and not all the time those numbers be exactly what the fighter got. They just given them a certain amount to report to them, and also tax-wise, that's beneficial to the fighters if they report some of it, but not all of it.
That's the way they do it. But you can't tell a Bud haters that shit. Like Q and Big Fish, the Bud Super Bowl haters.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Big Fish. That is Amin. He said his camera broken. That is him, though, bro.
Man, I ain't doing that shit.
No, that's him, bro. That's Amin. He hit me up from his Twitter, and it's him, bro. It's definitely him.
The Fish. He hit E last night in the private check. Told him his camera was messed up, and E let him on. I remember that from last night. He told his camera was fucked up.
Definitely him, without a question, bro. If he hit me up on the Twitter DM,
that's the bet. I let him on. Go ahead, Sully.
I got you, man. All right, now what was your question, though, Q? Or no, sorry, I can't call you Q. I gotta call you Finito. So, what was the question, though, Finito?
You don't know. He working, bro.
Hey, what y'all talking about earlier?
Oh, go ahead.
Hold up, y'all go. I gotta be on mute for a second. I don't want to make no noise. Fuck up the show.
Hey, Brim. So why don't Turkey shift the focus from Canelo and just overpay Bud for a good one fight? Because this is what's owed to him for his whole career of everybody ducking him and the bad decisions that he made by re-signing with Top Rank. So why don't Turkey just throw him a bone and overpay him with a $50 million payday. Really, I can't even call it an overpayday because if y'all support the fight like how y'all talk on the internet, the fight would be lucrative against a Boots or whoever at 154. So what do you think about that, bro?
Okay, so let me go ahead and give you my multifaceted answer. I mean, that's something that Turkey could do, but I think what you're saying in regards to that Big Fish, there's a lot of context behind that. You're not going to just throw that out there, just throw it out there. You want to set Crawford up properly as well. You want to try to give him the right fight and put all those ducks in a row. And what they're talking about behind the scenes, we don't know. So he's probably going to take care of Crawford, but is he going to give him $50 million up front? Who the hell knows? I don't know. And possibly they might be pivoting to try to, they be one. See, Turkey said this as well. They're going to pay a little bit more, but they're not going to go crazy and pay. So at the end of the day, they probably paid a little bit more to get in the game, but now since now they've been in for about a year, they settling in, and now they don't want to pay astronomical amounts. It's not ridiculous, but they'll still be willing to pay a premium. So they're now starting to get their feet wet in the business, because when you start a business, a lot of times you overpay. Like when I was in the battle rap game, we were overpaying some artists to be able to get them to come because we didn't have the profile. And then once we build enough profile, then we can be able to bring some certain other artists to come through the next generation. We don't have to pay as much because now we've understood the business, we've developed the plan and the entity that we have created, and now we set a standard and an understanding of how those dollars are working. And it sounds like Turkey is talking that where he is not like just endless bottom pits of money that's going to be thrown. Because at the end of the day, they can't throw a 100 events and lose money every freaking time. You can't do that. Eventually, at some point, it's got to come to a head. You know what I mean?
Not only that, the fight got to make sense. Like I said, Canelo gets overpaid to fighting nobody.
Oh yeah, and Big Fish, you got to stop talking about some bad business when like PBC was lining up to sign Terence Crawford, bro. Like, stop. When Terence Crawford was in position to be with PBC, it would turn out to be a long process. And Floyd Mayweather told us they didn't want to make the fight. And if Errol Spence didn't go against the grain, we would have never got the fight. So PBC's actions show you that they wasn't in the Terence Crawford business. So for us to say, oh, that was a bad decision for you to stay as top rank, how the fuck we gonna say that when PBC did not do anything movement-wise in their actions to say that they're looking out for the best interest of Terence Crawford, so he would be signing to them?
The PBC is kind of irrelevant in this conversation tonight. I want to shift the focus back to the card last Saturday and Turkey Al-Sheikh and the news that came out with those purses yesterday. My mouth dropped to the floor, Brim, when I saw that, and I get it, the context. I don't believe that that's all that Bud's getting on paper, but that's the baseline. I would have assumed that the article would have said Terence Crawford was guaranteed a minimum of $15 million. The way that everybody was kissing his delicacies ass, and he got trophies and belts and all this admiration. I'm like, man, this motherfucker must be giving everybody that showed up $10 million, bro. So I get what you're saying, but I was under the impression that he just had this bunch of money that he was just throwing out.
Dan Raphael
reel it in at some point.
Explain to us. Dan Raphael already tweeted about it that Bud got paid way more than 2.5 million. That's been already, like, it's already known. He got paid way more than 2.5 million.
What's way more?
We don't know the exact number, but we know it's way
more. Way more.
Dan Raphael already said it.
But what's way more? What's your interpretation of way more? Is it over 10 million? 2.5 was the baseline. So what's way more in your opinion?
I would assume so. At least 10 million.
At least 10. So. That's what I would figure. That's what the baseline would have been from the jump. 10 million from how he praised Terence Crawford.
But Big Fish, you got to understand, they do that for a reason. That's beneficial for all parties. Tax-wise, what you have to pay to the sanctioning bodies, all those things are saving money by cutting those type of corners. There's a reason why they do that.
That's why a lot of fighters. That's why a lot of fighters say now they don't give a fuck about the belt, because that 3% they got to pay for carrying the title each time out their purse. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
I'm making
that's
three. I'm making.
that's bullshit.
I'm making $3 million. So I got to pay you 300,000.
No, 300,000 of 300,000 of the $3 million is 10%, bro. No.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, 10%. I apologize. But yeah, my math was a little off. But what I'm saying is, I want to pay them nigga that motherfucker money. Nigga, fuck it. That's why a lot of fights say fuck the belt. Cause why should I pay you for carrying your belt, your title?
But you know
that
what's
money
so
can be in my
crazy about
pocket.
that? I started thinking about that, Golden. Do you understand? I mean, I have big beefs with some of these sanctioning bodies, but the truth of the matter is that these sanctioning bodies help these fighters get the prestige to make more money. So why
Yeah, they
shouldn't
do.
we profit off of it?
Yeah, that's true.
Can you give us some more information, Brimley, on how educate us on how they help the fighters? Can you explain what you
What do you
mean
mean? Are
by
you,
that?
talking about the guaranteed purses?
No, you
We're
said
gonna tell the sanctioning
the
bodies.
sanctioning bodies help these fighters' careers. So how in what manner do
Because
they help?
the belts create prestige, which not every fighter needs the belts, but it's a very, very small amount of people. Like a Tank Davis, a Canelo Alvarez, AJ, they can all drop their belts today and go fight anybody and be able to generate pretty well. But the problem is that's less than 1% of all fighters. So all these other fighters, the belts give them the ability to have that gives them more visibility, which in turn gives them prestige. And then when you have the title, it creates more value as a fighter for yourself. So because of those belts, it helps you generate more money. So if you're generating more money because you got the belts, why shouldn't the sanctioned bodies be to get a little something?
Yeah, you got to give a little to get something back. I get that, but Tank Davis is an anomaly. He's not like those other fighters that you mentioned.
That's what I just said, Big Fish.
No. You put Tank Davis in the category with Canelo, Joshua. Those guys have way more legitimate titles than Tank Davis. Tank Davis pretty much rode Floyd Mayweather's name and Al Heyman to get to where he's at without being a champ, recognized as a champion like that.
Hey, bro. Hey, it was nice being on y'all tonight, man. I have to call it a night. I'm kind of on the sleepy side, but I know I'm gonna wake back up in the middle of the night, so I'm trying to get my little nap in while I can. It was a good show tonight, and I know you and Q probably be texting by 7 o'clock in the morning. So I know y'all motherfuckers, y'all be fucking with me in the morning. But anyhow, I'm gone. Peace out. Good show. God bless y'all. Fish. The subject me you talk about over. I text you. I'll talk to you in the morning. I'll break it down to you. All right.
All right, that's a bit, Mr. Golden. Appreciate you.
All right, fellas. One love to y'all, man. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all.
God bless you too, bro. Yeah, some of the questions you asking is legitimate though, Big Fish. I mean, but I think some of this stuff is kind of surface level, and for me, in the grand scheme of it, for me as a fight fan, that shit ain't that important. But I understand it's a topic that we talked about because these are part of the things that make the fights or don't make the fights. You know.
But and then Brim too. Like, how can you take a fighter serious? I'm not gonna say no name, but they just say, "Oh, I don't care about that guy. That guy don't make my career." Then,
damn, Big Fish, you stayed disconnected. Where you at?
and after that, then he turn around in the next breath and say that was his whole focus. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I was gonna say Canelo, but I don't know.
Terence Crawford. So,
all right, explain to me. Just explain to me. Explain to me. Hold up. Explain this to me. I want to understand because I don't think I understand you. So I want to see where you're coming from. Because I don't want to say it's
interview.
bullshit, but
Did you
I'll
see the
listen to your
opening show
content.
where E Thriller played the video of Terence Crawford was sitting outside giving his spiel about why Canelo's ducking him? You didn't see that video?
Are you talking about the Puerto Rico podcast? I watched that when it happened. When it came out.
So the lead up to the fight, he was talking about how Canelo ain't important. He passed that now. But then now
That's not what he said, Big Fish. You're misinterpreting. That's not what he said. What he said is, I don't want to talk about the Canelo fight right now because I'm focused on Maginov. When the fight is over, then we can get to talk about the Canelo because I don't want to disrespect Maginov. And that's why I personally do not have an issue with Canelo telling Turkey, you can talk to me after the fight in September. I mean, I don't have an issue either way. Now he could have done it, but since he didn't do it, I'm not gonna bash him for it. Because if Bud can do it, why can't Canelo do it?
Go Thriller already broke this down, and he spoke my same sentiments that I'm talking now. So y'all Y'all can say what he didn't and didn't say all you want. I know the motherfucker was trying to downplay Canelo like he was
How did he
past that
downplay
fight
him?
No,
and
that's
didn't
not what he
care.
did. Y'all wrong.
That's
You're
not what he
wrong. They
did.
were kept on asking about, hey, you want this the Canelo fight? He said, listen, right now I'm not thinking about Canelo because I'm focused on the fighter that I have now.
So why don't the Bud Buddy Nation give fucking Canelo a break and let him focus on the fight
Okay.
that he got right now?
Every fan base have extreme fans,
Wait,
big
let me
fish.
say
Come
something.
on, bro. Every
No,
fan base
Fish.
has extreme fans.
Well,
No,
let the
Fish.
extreme fan go now that's
Let me
trying
tell
to
you
talk.
something. Let me tell you
Let
something.
the
Fish.
extreme Bud Buddy go.
I'm a
Go ahead,
Bud
Amin.
Crawford fan. I'm a big.
Fish.
I'm a
Not
Crawford
only
fan.
did
Some people
not
will.
only did he say that,
Hold on, let me finish my point real quick. Some people would call me even a Bud Buddy for some reason, right? I give Canelo a break. I say, to me, in my opinion, Turkey dropped the ball when it comes to Canelo and Crawford. That's what I said, right? My point is this, though. You just misinterpreted Crawford multiple times. He never downplayed Canelo, none of that. He was just saying he was focused on Madrimov. He doesn't even care about Canelo right now. He's talking about Madrimov. He's focused on Madrimov, right? You can't give Canelo a break, but then trying to misinterpret or misquote what Crawford says and saying that it's downplaying him. Because let's be real, if he would have talked about Canelo, y'all would have said he was clout chasing. Y'all would have said he was using his name to promote his fight. That's what y'all did.
How you know that?
What do you mean? How you know that? Because they
How do
already
you know what I'm gonna say?
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about you in general.
You said yeah, so that's
Yeah.
including me.
It doesn't have to include you. I'm saying in general.
well, let
Because,
me put an end to that because see, we talk about who would have said and that would have said. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what was said. And what was said was, hey, for $150 million, I'll fight him. And plus, he's an easy fighter. So when you get to saying stuff like that, bro, you're automatically putting yourself in the duck range because everybody knows when you say outrageous number of money, you're outpricing yourself. That's one. Number two, if you're contradicting yourself and you say he's an easy fighter, just like you said Berlanga is an easy fighter in the press conference, then why don't you take that easy money? If you're a businessman, if you're doing business, if a business presents itself to get an easy bag, you're going to get an easy bag. You're not going to say, hey, $150 million. You're not going to say that when it's an easy bag. So that's the difference between Crawford and Canelo. So when Fish, when you ask that question, you got to factor the facts in, what was said, what was truly said, not where Bud, when they was asking about the fight, he said this. No, let's talk about what was said in direct. Bud said that he want that fight. And he's on record.
Put a timeline together like you did when you did that 20-minute timeline earlier in the show. Can you put a timeline on when Bud said he wanted to fight? He didn't want to fight no more. He didn't care about that. He don't need Canelo. Can you give us a recap of the dates and all of that? Because I remember vividly him saying all of that. I don't have the timeline together, but I know he's downplayed the fight for whatever reason you want to say. But he's downplayed the fight like he didn't care no more. Just like he did with Earl Spence. He has a track record for this. He said he didn't care about fighting Earl no more and all of that. Then the next thing, he in the ocean talking about where Earl Spence whole ass at.
Because, bro, listen. When they get when they're ducking, bro.
Downplay Canelo.
See, when they ducking, man, you gotta understand, like they playing, they doing some nasty work to Bud right now. Just look at the Fundora situation. Just look how he was petitioning for that fight, and guess who jumped in from the PBC?
The
Earl.
biggest.
No, listen what I'm saying.
I'm listening. I just said Earl Spence.
When you doing stuff like that, bro, it makes you sometimes it makes you say, hey, well, you know what? Since y'all doing that whole ass shit, then just go ahead. I mean, I'm really already in the Hall of Fame. Let's be honest. None of you motherfuckers is in the Hall of Fame already. And I'm still
nobody
active.
don't care about that. I'm sorry to cut you off, but go ahead.
Who
Yeah,
don't
because
care about it?
Canelo's in the Hall of Fame too. If we're gonna
Come
speak
on,
that,
bro.
let's
Yeah,
keep it
yeah.
real.
You talking about Canelo? What you talking about?
Yeah, we talked about Canelo, but you said do a timeline, and you got to talk about Earl Spence.
Nah, you
and
just
why.
said you trying to like shit on everybody with Bud talking about he going to the Hall of Fame. Canelo is in the Hall of Fame too already.
Well, you just said that he did that with Earl Spence, and he went to the ocean talking about Earl, where you at, and all
Yeah,
that.
I was just giving you multiple
He just
examples
talked
of
about some
him
of the
doing
he
a
saying that
pattern.
Bud's been
I gave you a
contradictory time.
pattern. The
And
guy
I
just showed a pattern. That's the only reason why I brought Earl Smith's name up.
and I'm
Hey,
just answering. I'm just answering to your pattern that hey, listen, they was dodging them all that time. It's 5 years, bro. That's
Yeah, I
why he
know. We
said
know
that.
that.
And
We
now
know the
here we.
history. We
But
know
do you
that.
remember?
I'm sorry. I want to say one thing because I got to get ready to hop off. And Big Fish, I appreciate you letting me on. I just want to say this one thing, and I think Bud Buddies might get mad at me about this. All the fighters say contradictory shit all the time. All of them. All of them. Sometimes you got to take this shit with a grain of salt, bro, because this is the game. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
I appreciate you, my brother. Y'all be blessed.
Appreciate you, Brown. Go ahead, COE.
So, what I'm saying is, when it comes to that Canelo situation, you got to look at what was said. Like now, what's the context now? And the context now is that Canelo outpriced himself. Everybody know that. 150 million to fight Bud Crawford and 200 million to fight Benavidez. Come on, bro. You didn't even get that fight Mayweather. Come on now.
Hey, can I ask you a question, COE? Did you get upset with Al Heyman and the PBC saying that Bud was outpricing himself at the negotiation table? Did you feel that way?
But Fish, Bud never asked for 150 million.
Man, it don't matter what the number is, Bo. You just going with that. Yeah, we know that's an absurd number, but everybody has a number in their head, Bo. So you throwing that out there is just that like that don't even, that's not really not no disrespect. That's not even worth even responding to. So the question is,
but he never asked for
again the
a
question.
price.
So I'm gonna take that as a no for you, Bo. I already know Terence Crawford could ask for $1 gazillion and you would be cool with it. So I'm asking COE. Did you agree with the PBC where they was telling Bud he was asking for too much money?
No, I didn't agree with them.
So how can you tell Canelo what he's worth when everybody done pumped him up? The proof is in the numbers. He already getting the big paydays. He's fighting the pound for pound.
But
great.
here's the thing, Fish. Here's the thing,
150 million Fish.
Bud never
Yeah,
asked for any of them.
Hey, you in negotiations, you start out with a high ridiculous number, then you get what you really want, bro. So he know he not getting $150 million.
No,
COE.
but I'm saying, but Bud in his negotiation, the PBC ain't never said Bud was outpricing himself. The PBC said, what they said, well, he hasn't sold anything and we ain't got the money to pay him. This was before Bud even asked for anything. And Bud
Bo,
never
that mean the
asked for
same
anything.
thing, Bo. If you didn't know, that's the same thing, Bo.
No, you don't remember
That's saying you're asking for
Fish.
more than what we have to give,
Fish,
Bo.
you don't remember Tim Smith coming out before they even got to the negotiations. You don't remember Tim Smith was talking about how Bud ain't worth anything, and Bud never asked for nothing. They never even got to negotiations. They never did none of that. Tim Smith came out and already said Bud wasn't worth anything. You don't remember that part?
I remember that, Bo.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I can't make that comparison to Canelo because if Bud, and matter of fact, when one time Bud said he was willing to take a 0 down guarantee and just get money on the back end.
But Bo, but after that, we'll go to the timeline. That's what happened initially. But once they got to the negotiating table, they couldn't come to an agreement, correct? And that's when he went and fought the avocado, right? So that means he was asking for more money than they thought he was worth. So they did get a number, actually get to talking numbers, and that's why he backed away because they didn't give him what he felt he deserved. So
No, Fish.
y'all didn't have a problem with that. So how do
No,
you have
Fish.
a problem with Canelo?
Fish. If you know, Bud had to call Earl directly to make that fight. He had to bypass Al Heyman.
That
And,
exactly. That
hold
goes
up.
to the point,
Hold
COE,
up.
that he was at. That Al wasn't gonna give him what he wanted. Earl had to say, "Fuck it, I want to fight this dude." Al was saying, "Nah, I can. This ain't the fight for you. We don't want to deal with this dude. He asking for too much." That's
But
not
we
what was
all see
said.
why. Al knew what we all knew. You gonna get your ass towed up.
That don't matter. Okay, that's irrelevant. COE,
really
and
not
that's
though.
hindsight now.
No, he was trying to throw a large. He was trying to hold Bud so Bud would move on. But Bud had to go back though and tell Spence like, "Hey man, this dude trying to keep you from making the fight," and that's why Spence put out on Twitter, "Man, I feel like I've been played." That's why he had to put it out on Twitter about this shit. Like, man, like I feel like a motherfucker playing me because he telling me one thing, but then Al Heyman trying to do another thing because, like I said with the Charlo shit, he tried to hide. He tried to move them belts around. He
We
wasn't
know
ready
Earl
for it.
Spence does a lot of subliminal tweets. That's what you read into it. That's what you read into it, COE. But we don't
But
know for sure who he was talking to.
it was round about the time he was round about the
It it,
time him and Bud were talking.
it don't matter. He could have been talking about Derrick James.
So why he had to call Al? Why he had to call Earl then?
We know that's a rhetorical question. I'm not going to answer it. You just said it because Al didn't want to do business with Bud, so he went around Al and got in Earl's ear, and look what happened. He had to come
Okay.
out last on the ring walk. He fucked himself.
Okay, well watch this. Turkey want to do business with Canelo.
Not anymore.
How did he
Why?
fuck himself when he ended up getting
Then you
all
see the
way
tweet?
to the
He's moving away. What you mean? Canelo is arrogant. Canelo pretty much said, "Fuck you. If we do business together, it's gonna be my way." So you didn't see that,
150 million,
bro? It don't. Okay, COE, you switching up, bro.
No,
You can't win every point, COE. I know
I'm
you like
not.
to win
No.
arguments, but I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to come to a common understanding. You keep switching shit up, bro. We know we've established that number is ridiculous. I said earlier, COE, I don't think you heard. I think that Canelo will eventually accept the offer because the money is going to be too much for him to turn down. So
And I'm gonna tell
I
you like
think it
this.
will happen. But
And I'm
right
gonna tell
now,
you like this.
Canelo is going to make it happen on his terms, not Turkey's turn.
But I don't think it'll happen now. I don't think
Oh.
it'll happen because if it'll happen, man, if you're getting more money than you getting for Belanga, you're getting for Munguia, you're getting for Ryder, you're getting for Plant, you're getting for any of these other fighters, but you want to go to an astronomical spot of 150 to the money man. To the money man that's putting the money up. We ain't talking about no PBC. We ain't talking about no Top Rank. We ain't talking about no Match Room. He got all Match Room and all them up under one umbrella.
I mean,
He trying
listen,
to do business. The money man trying to do business with y'all. But
if you think
Do you
about it, though,
remember? Do you remember a
150 is
long
not.
time ago when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather was about to happen, and when Floyd, I think it went like this: Floyd was on the phone with Manny or Floyd's representation, and Manny said he want 40 million and hung up. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
So that's what fighters do, bro. They're gonna ask for what they think that they can get. Then after that,
Also,
they
can I
go
say something?
negotiate.
I want to ask
But
some questions.
it was a different. It's a
I want to
different
ask some
debate
questions.
though. But it's a
I have
little
a
different than
question.
COE,
that.
this the
So
thing, homeboy. You keep missing the point. You know what I'm saying?
no,
You
nah,
keep
nah.
missing the
I got.
point.
But check this out. Check this out. It's different because Floyd Mayweather is the cash cow over
Thank
Manny
you.
Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao ended up getting knocked out, but he ended up getting more money when he fought Floyd Mayweather anyway.
But Bo, can you explain to me why does it matter what positions that you're in, like as far as being the A side or the B side? the context is that a fighter pricing itself out. It don't matter about A or B. Cause hold on, Bo. Because in the Terence Crawford, Earl Smith situation, it took y'all forever to admit it, but he was the B side, but he was still making demands. So you saying you throwing that in there is just mixing in bullshit to win the point, Bo.
Come on, Fish. Now you know good damn well Crawford was not making demands. Only thing he was trying to do was make the fight. That was Spence.
Making
The one
demands. He wanted to walk
He
out
wasn't making
last.
demands for the money, bro.
But wait,
He wasn't trying to get paid. That wasn't the
He
most
wasn't trying to
important
get
thing, Bo.
50-50.
Come on. You know good darn well it was Earl Spence that was talking about 60-40, 70-30, whatever we give him.
80-20
Then he said,
a
maybe
nigga.
80-20 a nigga and all that other stuff. Man, that was Earl Spence
Oh,
talking numbers.
So y'all
okay.
still gonna roll with this narrative that Bud, all he was caring about primarily was getting those 4 belts. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No,
You
check
want
this out. When Crawford first came into the division, Earl Spence only had 1 belt, and he was trying to make the fight with Earl Spence then, because really the guy in that division when Terence came in that division was Keith Thurman. He was the guy in that division, but he was like, "I'll fight Earl Spence."
We get that. That's been his history, but and also the history of everybody else is that if we fight you, the risk is too high for the reward, Bo. That's been the case the whole time. So that's just unfortunate for Terence Crawford, man. But y'all trying to act like he ain't been trying to squeeze as much money out of boxing as he can is ridiculous. You can't tell me that he wasn't pushing for as much. He pushed for 50-50. He thought he deserved 50-50 against Spence. They showed him you wasn't getting that. So then he went to these investors. I guess it was his delicacy that was gonna put the money up for him back then. He told him, Earl, I got 25 for you and 25 for me if you go this route. He couldn't pull Earl away from Al to do that, but he still was eventually to get him to, make the fight or whatever they got out of it. But to say that Bud Crawford isn't primarily concerned about money, I just don't agree with that, Bo.
I have a question real quick for anybody that thinks Canelo price him out, right? As considering the fact that maybe him putting out 150 is a negotiating tactic to get to the number he actually wants. What is the number that should Canelo get for a Crawford fight?
We can't determine what another man is worth. I mean, we can just make something up.
Because he's obviously saying 150 is too much. So what is not too much?
I can't say, like, again, any number I say.
It doesn't have to be you. It can also be the other guy. I don't care. I just want to know a number.
So
okay. So if Canelo normally makes 36 million a fight or whatever, guaranteed
he walks away. He walks away with 65 million. He walked away from the Munguia fight with 65 million total, at least.
So if he did 65 with that shit, then for Bud Crawford, it should be about 85.
By the way, we are including the pay-per-view back in his normal percentage and this and that. That's what he walked away from.
Canelo say he takes 80-20 of everything.
We have to take in context when you fight on Riyadh season with Turkey. There's no pay-per-view back end for you. You get a flat fee and that's it.
So Bud got 2.5 million then.
No,
so
that's
Bud
not what
got 2.5 million.
That's not what I got. That's not what he got.
So you just said they get flat fees.
Yes, but that's not the flat fee for him. That's only
that's what's being reported.
That's what you just said.
Reported?
Hey, hold on. I mean, you just said Turkey, Alex Sheets cars. They just get flat fees. Ain't nothing else after that.
Usyk and Fury. That's what they did with Usyk and Fury.
So earlier you told us that there's residuals and Terence Crawford.
You gotta let him finish. I mean, you gotta let him finish, bro.
He interrupted me. What do you mean?
Hey,
go ahead, Fish.
Come on, Amin, man. I'm trying to go ahead, Amin. Go ahead, bro.
So
go ahead and make your point, then, Amin, because I got something for you. I want to answer your question because I feel like it was a stupid ass question.
What was the question? What question is a stupid question?
You said something about what do we feel like Canelo deserves? Well,
Yeah,
my hold up. God, can I finish, bro?
Yes.
Nigga, I just came back on here. Can I finish? Can I speak on my show?
Speak, bro. I'm letting you speak.
Thank you, sir. And like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, nigga, Canelo, who are we to tell Canelo what he deserves? For one, but my problem with Canelo. Why aren't you negotiating in public? Do you have a problem with him doing that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, yes, 100%.
All right, then. So it shouldn't even be up for us to determine what the nigga should or shouldn't get. Of course, we all are entitled to our opinion, but we're not going to be able to tell Canelo what he deserves or don't deserve, to be honest, because it's not going to matter to Turkey and Canelo.
But then if you have this this mindset, then why is there an outrage if he says 150?
You said what? Because I just stated, bro. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. Floyd Money Mayweather only got 100 million for the biggest fight in the fucking century versus Manny Pacquiao, guaranteed. Now I believe he ended up making 300 million on the back end once the pay-per-views and all the other shit came into play. But Canelo is not worth than Money Mayweather, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, I agree. He's not Money Mayweather.
Okay, then. So that's why the people are saying, nigga, you're outpricing yourself out.
But again, when we're talking to Turkey, though, right? It's a flat fee from what I've seen. I've never seen anybody fighting on VR season get a pay-per-view back end. I've never seen that.
Well, who's to say that? Wait a minute, but hold on. Who's to say Canelo can't negotiate there, though, bro?
If he can negotiate, then cool, right? But I'm saying normally that doesn't happen.
Okay, so what's your point? Are you saying is that why the fight not gonna happen?
No, I think the reason why I think the fight is not happening right now or in the near future, I think in my opinion is because I feel like they both were too prideful and when they say, "Oh no, it's my way," no, listen, it's my way. That's what I think that happened.
Okay, so I just want to make sure we're on the same wavelength. So
Because
you think Canelo? Hold on, let me ask you a question, bro. So you think Canelo is asking for $150 million because he's not going to get any money on the back end? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if he knows that. I just assume so because when it comes to Turkey, you normally don't get back end. But of course, if he wants 150 and back end, I would say that's too much.
So I would say this: if you're leading with 150 million in negotiations, to where none of your purses have even came close to 150 million, besides with Floyd, if it came to that then.
No, he only made like 5 million with Floyd or something like that. He didn't make a lot of money to fight Floyd, bro.
Yeah. So when we're talking about your biggest purses, if you're leading with 150 million at the door, you're running investors off pretty much at the drop of a dime. So let's understand that, because if I'm doing work, if I'm trying to get some work and I'm bidding, somebody bidding and I'm trying to get some, if they come up with an astronomical amount, I'm moving on immediately. And it ain't even no talking, because ain't no way in hell I'm finna come down from 150 million to 30, 40 million, possibly, you know what I'm saying? With a chances to get some back end, maybe. You know what I mean? I heard you say he made 65 million with McGill. I mean, I haven't seen the numbers, but if that's the money he's making,
I haven't heard of it. But right here it says Mayweather made a 41.5 million guaranteed. Canelo made 5 million, bro.
Yes.
What
me and a friend of mine, we said 65 million because the guarantee was 35 million, and Canelo just said also on a what's it called, on the podcast or in the interview, what kind of percentage he's getting on his fights, right? He gets a percentage, 80% of everything, like pay-per-view. He even said even if you get what's it called, even if you get a Coca-Cola, he gets a percentage, right? And it's still a speculation, of course, right? But the numbers that we came to is 65 million at least, because when you talk about the
his
gate,
guarantee, according to this article, his guarantee was 35 million.
Yeah, guaranteed. I'm talking about in total.
So 35.
I follow correctly. I mean, I'm just adding context. His guarantee was $35 million. So again, to COE's point, this nigga is what, more than tripling that. He's asking for $150 million, bro. Make it make sense. And $200 million for David.
Hey, COE, do you feel like Terence Crawford is a certified superstar, right?
Bro, he over the past couple of years, he's merging into that superstar
No,
realm.
I'm talking about like right now, like as of right now, based on what you've seen in his last fight, will he be considered a superstar?
He's still in that merging zone. That's what I'm saying. He's still
So he's not. So no. So it's either no, yes or no. What are you talking about? He's either a superstar or he's not. What do you say?
He most definitely a star fighter, superstar status, Canelo status. He's not
I ain't
there
gonna
yet.
lie, CO. This is why you be taking the beatings that you be taking, because he asked the question and you try to weave around everything else. You know the answer is no. Just say no, bro.
Bro, listen, he's a star. He's not at Canelo status yet. Like I told you, he's merging into that way.
Okay, so let me make my point then. So for him to ask for $150 million is ridiculous because he's not fighting another superstar. If he was fighting another superstar, then that money would be able to be recouped if Bud was who y'all say he is star wise. But since he's not a star, that is a ridiculous amount of money to ask for, in my opinion.
Big Fish, can I piggyback off of that? I take it a step further. It's ridiculous to ask for $200 million with David Benavidez because him and Caleb Plant only did what, 70K pay-per-views.
Thank you.
David Benavidez ain't no superstar either. It's just a fight that we want to see because we think he can kick Canelo ass. Again, when Amin say, hey man, what do we feel like Canelo deserves? Do he really deserve that much to fight two niggas that ain't superstars? If we being honest,
come on. Thank you.
That's why niggas have the outrage that we have, bro.
Hey, COE, Mr. Golden probably cussing you out right now talking about Bud ain't a superstar.
No, Bud, I'm being honest. Bud is still merging into that superstar. Now, and he got a great boost by whooping up on Earl. That was a great boost to get him to even get him to that people starting to talk about he's a superstar. But being honest, he's still merging into trying to be that superstar. He haven't made it quite yet. Now, if he fight like a Canelo, then I would say he been to reach superstar status. And I feel like that's where he's trying to get to before he close out of boxing, because I feel like he still his legacy is cemented already, but I feel like the boxing world don't respect him in the turn. I mean, the real boxing people know that he's a dog, but like the casuals into a household name, I don't think that he's made it all the way there yet. Mayweather's in everybody's house.
Well, go ahead, COE. I was just about to say one thing that I heard y'all talking about, like what's next for Terence Crawford, or what should I think Big Fish, you asked the question about why don't he put the money up for him to fight somebody else. Well, he kind of came out and said that in that statement that he released whenever he said they was moving on from Canelo. I think he want to make that Ortiz versus Crawford fight, bro. Virgil Ortiz. Exactly. And then I think he wanted to put Shakur and Zepeda on the undercard. Yeah. I think that'll be a dope ass undercard. And I think that pay-per-view will sell. Me personally.
Said put $100 million up for Terence Crawford in one fight.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I heard Fish say that shit ain't gonna happen.
No, that was on down the line. He talked about earlier. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So if
I get what you was trying to say though, Fish. Like invest that money into the guy that deserve it, opposed to the motherfucker that's ducking everybody that don't deserve it. I got exactly what you were trying to say. I'm just saying, as far as the next fight, he already said that he would love to make that fight between him and Virgil. I think that'll be a dope card.
Yeah, because
Virgil fight this weekend, right? Don't he fight this weekend?
Right, he does. And because they fight for what belt they fight for, the interim for what, the WB?
I can look. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a WBC interim title.
So if Tank Davis, hey, hold on, let me say this, E3. If Tank Davis was fighting for that belt this weekend, boy, they'll be talking shit right now. Talking about what belt is on the line. Come on, COE.
What? Say what now?
You just asked what interim belt was on the line for this weekend. If Tank Davis was fighting this weekend for an interim belt, you would be talking shit.
Hey, but let me tell you this though, Virgil's
Hold
not
up.
trying to become the mandatory for the WBO one.
Hold up. So how long has Virgil Ortiz been a champion?
So it's got to be that.
It's never been.
That's a retort. That nigga ain't never been the champ, to my knowledge.
So what are we? So why you gonna compare him to Tank? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, do anybody know about this guy? He about to fight Saturday?
Boachuk, he was on the undercard. Fedor Tenzu. He beat the fuck out of Mendoza, and that's where he won the WBC.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay. I
supposed
see
to
him
fight
fight.
Fedora, actually. It was supposed to fight Fedora, but then Keith Thurman got out and Fedora was moved up, and they made it a unification fight.
Okay, I remember seeing him fight one time. I got you. Appreciate it.
Did y'all see that interview with Fondora?
No.
Man, Fondora, they interviewed Fondora at his sister's press conference, and they caught him and they start asking him about, Terence Crawford fight. He kind of was undermining it and didn't want to talk about it and talk about, he's tired of talking about it. He tried to downplay it. He's scared to even talk about it at this point. They got him
Let's
out.
do this, man. We've been on this bitch for what, 3 hours, man. Let's get closing thoughts in, man, so we can wrap this show up. COE, give me your closing thoughts real quick, bro. 30 seconds.
Man, closing thoughts is this right here, man. Canelo, say, man, you outpriced yourself. You had the bag right here. You had an unlimited bag. But unfortunately, you got outrageous with it. And he moved on from you, bro. And I don't think you're gonna get that chance again. And you're putting T.O. up in your business, trying to get T.O. to fight Crawford just to take the smoke off you. I see through the smoke and mirrors, man. That fight won't happen. Crawford will be undisputed at 154, and he will become 3-time undisputed, and will overtake Canelo when it's all said and done. Man, I appreciate you letting me get on here and spit my game. You fellas, man, it was a blast talking boxing with you fellas, man, and I enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.
Appreciate you, COE, man. Shout out to you, man. All right, man, moving on. Going out to Amin, closing thoughts, my guy. 30 seconds.
Hey, what up? Thank you for bringing me up.
Your time, man.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I gotta say is stop hating on Bud, and if you got some shit to say, fight him. He gonna beat your ass anyway.
Already, I appreciate you, Amin. All right, man, moving on. Going out to my brother Finito, a.k.a. the Ring Master. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Oh, man. Awesome show as always, man. Shout out to the pack. Shout out to the BBL. Shout out to the brothers that's pulling up. Y'all keep on pulling up, man. And to the next time, man. I can't wait to hopefully we go live again soon. So I can really, really, really get into, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a good show. It was a damn good show. I loved it.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate y'all for holding it down while I had to go dip off and get something to eat. Appreciate you, Q. All right, man. And last but not least, going out to my motherfucking brother in real life, the General Bud Buddy. Take us home, man.
Man, that name sound good on me, E3. Man, shout out to Bud Crawford. Hey, Bud Crawford, man. Fuck Canelo, man. Make your own way, man. You ain't got to chase that motherfucker, man.
That's what I say.
That's all I got to say. General Bud Buddy signing off.
Hey, man, and just to piggyback off of that point, Terence Bud Crawford, if you're listening, man, or anybody in Team Crawford, man, quit chasing Canelo. I made a live, what was it, about 3 to 4 months ago, telling him and David to stop chasing that motherfucker, man. Go ahead and pave your own way. You already in the Hall of Fame. We already know you one of, if not the best boxers in the sport. I think that goes without saying. And then you're undoubtedly the A side now. So why don't you enjoy being the A side and flexing your muscle on all these other motherfucking little ass niggas that's begging to fight you now? Now you're finally in position to where niggas are begging, where at least they acting like they begging to fight you, bud. So why don't you go ahead and relish that shit, embrace it. Go ahead and dust off Teofimo Lopez, make him move up, fight him at a catch weight or something. Well, me personally, I would say make his ass go up to 154, but that's just me because I hate Tio. If Boost don't want to smoke, at 54, then you can fight or tease or something. It's so many options, but we're going to break it down tomorrow if I decide to go live once again. If I'm not live by 9 o'clock, then 9 times out of 10, I'm not going live tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody for rocking with me on the panel. Shout out to everybody that sent me a super chat. Shout out to everybody that sent me a cash out. Shout out to my nigga Bold. I appreciate it, bro. He said, great live. I appreciate you for tapping in with me, my guy. And you already know I got to get you right, man. Let me find you something, man. I got to find you something, man. Here.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
Where did you find that?
Some kid back in town. Traded the van for it, straight up. I can get 70 miles to the gallon on this hog.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself.
Hey, man, I appreciate the love and support. Until next time in the Wolf Pack, we sign it off. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Drop some comments. Hit that like button. Run them likes up to 100, man. Yeah, I said it, and I didn't stutter. I'm gone. Holla.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Goat thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound, killing these topics with analytics, silencing all the critics, trying to bite the style, they get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing, so antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins.
Yeah,
Goat thriller, cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait. I am the greatest. Yeah, I said it.